Conan, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and listen to Blacker Than Black times infinity. Hey, this is Matt.
Joe.
And Becky.
Hosts are pre-recorded live from the Mistake on the Lake, and you are listening to Blacker Than Black times infinity.
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification. Blacker than black times.
I don't care if you've been trying to bathe yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka all night, bam! If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Blacker Than Black times infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. Your boy Blue.
Hey, I just got my tax refund. I'm about to go to the strip club and make it rain in this bitch.
Oh, very nice. On my far right, engineering on the 1 to 2, choking people out on the 3s and 4s, Krotos.
You said my name. Put some respect on it.
Oh, Birdman.
stole my
Rub them
shit.
hands. Goddamn, you're going to have to think of something else.
Oh,
On
man.
my immediate right, oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Temperature's getting hot. Girl, you gotta stop. Because if you don't, I'm gonna explode. And girl, I got a lot.
Oh, man, was that too loud?
Trying to sell a mixtape.
Prince.
Oh, man, it sounded like too loud.
shit
I'm
up.
sorry, I'm
Oh,
fucking up
man.
shit. All right,
Goddamn.
on my far left, Stitch.
Motherfucker. Fucking Peter Parker Miles Morales said you need to put some respect in his name after you were talking all that shit last week, Kronos.
Oh, I stole that shit too, like that argument.
And we have a guest, motherfucker. We have a guest. We have director, panelist from the Silicon Valley Comic Con, Henry. Thank you for joining us, fam. Can you hear us?
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, man, I'm fucking amazing. I just literally drove from San Francisco to L.A., and I ran into the house, my friend's place, and jumped on the Wi-Fi, and then you called, like, within 30 seconds.
Oh,
Awesome.
goddamn.
Perfect time.
That was, so that was a 6-hour journey to get to this podcast.
What are you doing down there in L.A.?
I'm doing, like, what am I doing? I'm doing a commercial for, like, this shoe company, and then I'm, just, like, I always, like, I set up meetings and things like that, so. But I'm a Bay Area boy. I was born in San Francisco and raised, like, Oakland and Alameda, San Paulo, all over the Bay.
Jesus. Well, give us some more information about yourself. Throw out your website and everything, and let us know what you do, what you're doing.
Man, I am
so we can
terrible
check you
at
out.
promoting myself. I'll just say I've been a geek since, like, wow, a long time, since I was a little kid. I came up in the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, Eric Larson, the explosion of Image, all that stuff. So that was like my elementary school, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And it's funny because at the time, even then, at that time, geek culture wasn't cool at all. So I was like, man, I'm never going to have a girlfriend. I love comic books, and nobody's going to love me. But now we live in a whole new era.
We sure do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Can I fangirl a little bit?
Nerds got money.
Yeah. let me fangirl out a little bit. You made one of the best pilots I've literally ever seen.
Yeah.
Really? What?
And you made it in the sucker-free city, San Francisco,
Sucker free.
for dirt cheap. I don't know how you made this. Like,
Yeah, that's first of all, thank you. I really appreciate that. I was just kind of rewatching it the other day, and I was thinking about how much I hated it, But
what?
no, I'm just
like
kidding.
looking at one
I'm
of your
always
kids.
my harshest critic. I didn't hate it. I love it. It's like a little baby, but it's definitely like one that you feel like, I don't know. It's always, for me, I feel like I'm always growing. So when I look back, it's like, it's never good.
I know when I was watching it captured me from the beginning to the end. It's like, dude, what the hell is going to happen? Like, a lot of stuff that happened, it was really cool how it went down. Like, not all of us saw it all, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. But yeah, it was definitely really good.
It's about gangster shit.
Well, what's
Yeah.
the name of the pilot? Can we promote that? I mean,
Can we give the
Yeah,
name?
that's actually a good thing to promote. It's called All Men Are Thieves.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on a book about guerrilla filmmaking to talk about how I made it and kind of show what went into it to make it. Because basically it's a pilot that we shot for under $10,000.
Cool.
We crowdfunded the money and then got a little bit of private donations. Just made it. Yeah, it was crazy. It was. I guess I'm kind of known a little bit for being like guerrilla style, but achieve like a high quality on a low budget.
Well, that's the thing. When you said $10,000 for this pilot, I was expecting some art house, super low quality, shaky camcorder kind of bullshit. No, this looks like
And
it
you
could be
still
on
click
TV.
play. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what was cool too? Like after I got done watching the pilot, I actually checked out your director's diary that you had on your is it Vimeo account, and it was kind of cool that you had a tattoo artist there.
Did we lose Henry?
We did.
Okay, we'll get him back. We'll get him back. But the pilot was awesome.
Yeah, the pilot was,
and
really
it has
great.
like a British guy and an Asian American lead.
Yeah.
In San Francisco with guns and cop stuff,
drug
and
selling
with kids,
people dying.
I mean, it's like action packed.
Yeah,
you know
there's
what
like
I mean?
relationship issues between like a father and son that you don't get the answer to at the end. Like it doesn't get resolved, which is kind of cool.
Well, it leaves you wanting to watch what happens next with these characters.
There we go. You back?
Got you back?
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, so man, I can't remember what I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, so I watched your directory diary and it showed like a lot of the behind the scenes, and one of the things that I thought was cool was that you actually had a professional makeup person who actually did a lot of the tattoo works on the people's arms and stuff
The
like
gangsters.
that. Yeah, and so I was like, when I saw that, I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I think one of the keys to like, because the thing is like when people use Guerrilla or whatever, you know, like I think people tend to already accept like a sacrifice in quality. And my thing is like, I don't care how much money you have to do whatever it takes to make it look good, like professional, you know, like, and so a lot of that is just working with the best people possible. You know, you really have to have a strong team of people that have the same vision and believe in, you know, what everybody's doing. And then if they're good at what they do, you let them do it. And then it just comes out nice. I mean, that tattoo is like, you know, I was looking for designs all over the internet and, you know, I didn't like any of them. And then the artist was just like, oh, I could just do this. And I was like, okay.
You got to make sure you promote your website, emptykingdom.com, if you're interested in.
Do it at the end.
Oh, well,
That's how these things go.
Yeah, we could do it at the end.
we can do it at the beginning, middle, end. I just.
Cares about that,
I
right?
want to make sure. I want to make sure people
appreciate
going
that,
out and support.
though.
I mean, he's really modest about his work and everything, and we're Black and Black times infinity. So we need to go over. We need to get him on our crazy promotion level and everything.
I appreciate
If he's
that.
putting
You
out
know-
good, if he's putting out good shit, he's might as well. There's nothing wrong with letting him know. Everyone know he's putting out good shit.
There you go.
Ditch
Well,
up
that's
here.
what-
You guys
fucking
are
up the
awesome.
flow.
You guys are. You know what? The truth
damn.
is that I've always been like on the down low about my work. I've always been like just wanted to make the work and not do the promotion. But this year, I'm like, this is the year I fucking lay the smack down. Like I'm
There
just
you
gonna
go.
like come out with all my stuff. Like let everybody know what I'm doing and try and share as much as I can and help other people do the same and hopefully see what happens. You know.
You know, you should talk to Prodigy and he'll train you how to slide into some DMs. 'cause he's good at that shit.
Hey, fam, the real deal is you miss 100% of the DMs you don't slide into. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Prodigy's a networking genius.
I'm sorry.
It's weird seeing Prodigy being quoted on Twitter with the same phrase. I'm like, why is this popping up on my Twitter feed? This fool's out of control.
All right, but let's get back to
Hold on, real
Henry.
quick.
Okay.
Sure.
The thing that's really cool about, I guess, today's age is that before, when you want to make a film, it was the cost of entry was super high, right?
Right.
But nowadays it's so freaking low. Like all this production stuff,
nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't cost that much money. Like when we started this podcast, I was like pricing out shit. Don't get me wrong, I could have like went super overboard and got some bullshit.
Yeah.
But we learned the hard way that just because shit costs more doesn't mean it's fucking better.
Yeah.
As long as they're putting out quality content,
yeah.
that's all that matters. They want quality content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you are a film geek.
I am a film geek, super hardcore.
Tell
We
us-
could go.
So
Yeah, let's get
here
into
comes some
this.
questions. I see.
Yeah,
I
let's
see
do
his
it.
head.
Before we do that, about another Asian filmmaker out there, are you familiar
Yes.
with Freddie W's work?
Rocket Jump?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you think about him and what he's done in, what is it,
I think
Video
he's
Game
a
High
genius. You know, he's definitely created his own brand, and you know, he works crazy hard because, you know, for him to make himself out of nothing on YouTube, like, and build the following that he has, clearly does. And you know, he makes fun stuff. He makes really funny stuff too, actually. And
Yeah.
I like a lot of his crossovers and stuff. So Yeah, I don't know, but other than that, I don't really have much else to say about him.
Yeah. So does he influence? Is he like an inspiration, or is he like influences your work? No,
he's like an he's like an influence in terms of just looking at his business savvy and like his energy and his personality, which is cool. But for me, like I guess I was kind of more film snobby before. Just I'm really try to think about really great directors and also like books and stuff. Like I think the greatest film directors tend to pull from all the art around them, because if you just pull from other movies, then you end up just never really being original. I think it's all about having an original voice that you add to the language of cinema. So I think YouTube is going to get there, though. Like I think there's a stigma about YouTube filmmakers and stuff like that, and I think as these generations keep growing up with the technology and all that stuff, and just being much more sophisticated, like you're gonna see like some really great stuff come out, like out the cuts, like my pilot.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw that they have YouTube Red now.
Yeah.
I guess it's a more direct way that people that are making films and stuff can get paid, right?
Right.
So
And you get to own it.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Prodigy, get in with your questions.
Who are some of your? I mean, obviously, Old Ninja mentioned one director that isn't an influence for you, but who are your directorial influences, and what are some of your favorite films?
Okay, I love that question. It's like a 10-hour question.
20 words or less.
20 words or less, yes. So good. So good.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it to the abridged version. So basically, Robert Rodriguez was one of my first influences because he was the director that showed me, like, he had that original Guerrilla
Mariachi.
I mean,
yeah.
the El Mariachi.
Yeah,
and then when I
there you
read
go.
the book and found
good
out how he
answer.
did it for $7,000, and like, he basically made his own career too, and I was just super impressed with that. And I love Desperado. Freaking Salma Hayek. It's like, what? Coming out of nowhere, like the hottest chick in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this like 500 times before I have the internet.
Pop that tape.
Yeah, exactly. And then Tarantino right after that. That's
Okay.
when I saw Pulp Fiction. I was definitely like, oh, okay, like this is actually like pushing the boundaries of cinema, and and then now I love like all kinds of independent European, like Wong Kar-wai or Godard, or I don't know, a lot of the usual suspects in that. I definitely have been digging Cary Fukunaga, the guy who did True Detective.
Ooh.
Sin Nombre. Have you seen
Oh,
Sin Nombre?
man.
No.
Oh, you guys gotta watch Sin Nombre. That one's sick. It's
Is that
like
a movie
basically
or a
you see
show?
City of God, right?
Oh yeah, City of God. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that's a good movie.
City of God style genre set in like Honduras or something like that.
Oh,
And,
wow.
it's by the same director, but he's really talented. So, yeah, my favorite films recently is, man, that's a tough one. I haven't liked too many recently. To be honest.
Non-adult film though.
I don't even know if they have titles anymore on adult films, right?
It's all Pornhub and
Yeah.
It's just like clips,
Yeah, it's
You get
keywords.
bite-sized
Yeah,
pieces.
keyword search.
Yeah, it's all about keywords.
When were you inspired to get into the field of directing? Like what inspired you to get to? Because a lot of people they want to be like actors and everything, but getting that leap into directing, like what inspired you and what made you take that step into getting into that aspect of film?
That's a good question. Originally I wanted to be a comic book artist.
Ooh.
Like that was my dream. And actually, even I just rekindled that dream. I kind of realized I want to be one of the first like major directors that draws and makes movies. You know what I mean? Because a lot of directors write comic books, but none of them really like draw.
True.
Because it's so hard,
Yep.
So I figure I'm like 10 years out from that.
Well, you
But the reason why I got started film-wise is because my dad was a general contractor, and one day he brought home like boxes and boxes and boxes of VHS tapes, like over 500 movies, because his client couldn't pay
Wait
him
a
or
minute,
whatever.
what are VHS tapes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
For millennial fans out there,
Those are I heard about them before. They're like,
something at a Blockbuster.
yeah.
Hey,
something
there's,
like
there's
that.
still one that exists.
Yeah, the guy who did a tour, right?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I came home every day for like 3 months and just watched movies like all day. And somewhere, that's like how I discovered El Mariachi and like, you know, and my parents are like Asian, like immigrated from Korea, so like they didn't know what I was watching. Like I was watching like all sorts of random shit, like Rambo and like you know, things that are like probably I'm too young to be watching. And then I don't know, I just fell in love. I realized like film is like the medium in which I felt I would have more control, and like what I realized is I want people to leave my experience like feeling something.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Comic books obviously do that too, but I just thought I would be. I don't know. For some reason, I thought it'd be better. Like,
So quick,
Wait, so hold on. Let me take this one.
Go for it.
So you spoke about comics. So what's your favorite comic out right now?
Favorite comic? I mean, I know everybody says Saga, but it's because it's just one of the best, and it's probably the best right now. I do agree that it'd be tough to make that into a show because of the art and the style, and it could easily look very campy. I think they should make that into an animated movie. That'd be fucking sick. That'd be like awesome.
Yeah, toss it on HBO. It'd be dope.
Yeah, I love Meta Barons. That's probably one of my favorite.
I have not read that.
Is that on Image?
Dude, you ever read Meta? That thing? It's European. It's like Yorodowski wrote it, and it was like his answer to like Dune and Star Wars. I think it's like,
Shit.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah, it's super badass. It's like very Greek,
We love
tragedy,
recommendations.
very violent. Let's see what else. Walking Dead. I don't read too many mainstream comics anymore, and I tend to follow creators. Like I love like Sean Murphy and Bruder Baker and Phillips and stuff like that. So I'll do anything that they do. Luther Strode.
Very nice. There you go.
Oh, shit.
There you
That's
go.
pretty badass. That one I think would be a cool movie.
Hell yeah.
Even if it's a short one too, I don't give a fuck.
It'd be a badass trilogy. Yeah, nice violence.
Yeah.
I love the way that Trad Moore shows somebody getting shot in the face. It's like the best
It's
thing ever.
incredible. The style on the action is like it really is new. Like I love it. It just feels like very tight and classic and yet dynamic. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
So kind of going back to being a director, what intakes being a director? You like walked up to actors and like slap them like, hey, that's not the right way.
He's all bossy.
and then also to jump on his question, because I have something similar to that, is like what's the hardest aspect of being a director? What's like the most difficult part of like being a director? Because I mean, obviously, none of us in here know anything really about it, and you have obviously more experience. So, like, what's the hardest part that most people don't know about being a director? Most people just assume it's like, oh yeah, do this, do that, cut. No, do it again. But what's like the actual hard grind work of being a director that most people might not even know about?
That's definitely another. Man, that's so tough.
I'm sorry.
20 words or less.
So, first of all, for the first question, like in terms of what does it take to be a director? You're basically a dreamer, and you're also like crazy and ballsy and narcissistic, I guess, because like you have an idea and
Getting a little
how
choppy.
much
You're chopping
work
up.
and resources that go into making
Hold on,
a movie.
Henry.
Like you have to really believe in that people are gonna like it.
I think it's
Oh,
good now.
sorry. Hello.
It got a little bit choppy,
Hold on, let me
but
see
I
if I
think we
can-
got you right now.
Sorry. Damn it. This reception is terrible. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's
Hello?
good. Yeah.
My bad, yo. I'm fucking up this live feed.
That's all right.
It's all
Okay.
good. It's all
Anyways,
good.
Direct.
Fuck it. I think the best way for me to start is like I should explain what a director really does.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of different
Open the doors for us.
misconceptions, because directors get all the blame or all the glory.
I always
but in
think
reality, what were you saying?
I was going to say, I always think about the casting director and then, like, doing somebody on the couch that comes in. That's
Mr. Pornhub.
sorry.
That's funny. They did a survey a long time ago in Hollywood of who gets the most boon, and it's the producers get the most,
Yeah.
then
They want the money.
then
Yeah, I want the
actors, and then directors, and then writers are on the bottom.
Yeah, the writers.
Wait,
Makes
you
sense.
mean, are you trying to say the guy that holds the mic gets more pussy than than the writers?
Sound boom guy.
I
Sound
think-
boom.
Oh, I don't think they're even on the list.
Sorry, please continue with your real answer.
No worries.
We're sorry to distract you
You
with
guys are
porn.
hilarious.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So basically, like, the director's job is to know the story the best and what's best for the product, and then they basically manage everything. And so all questions, all roads lead to them, and you have a team of people that are executing, all the aspects from, the design to the effects planning to the budget, all that stuff, and then the director is the one that says like yes, no, makes the suggestions, tells them what they want. And really, a director is like a communicator and like a coach and like a manager, you know, like a general. So like you're like a coach because you have a team of people, and if you don't get them to buy in, then it's not going to go well for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people are going to do whatever the fuck they want. And
That's
then,
true.
And to get people to buy in, you have to have a clear vision, and you got to be able to communicate it clearly. So really, the hardest job for a director is communicating clearly and talking to people in a way that, you know, leaves no questions to ask afterwards. You know, I think, you know, but in terms of being a director, what does it take? You know, you just grab a camera and you just start shooting. You know, you grab your friends and just experiment, and that's how I think every director starts out. But on the level of like, kind of maybe relating it more to how I got the pilot done that you watched, is it takes a lot of passion. Like you have to. I didn't even know what the secret sauce was, but people told me, and then I realized what it was after. Is that they all said that I was like so passionate, like the most passionate person they've ever met, like about filmmaking or whatever. And I realized like that's what got people to believe. And also they saw my previous work, so it's not like I sucked or something. Like they could see the quality plus vision, and then basically like, you know, you just convince everybody to come on board and provide whatever they can and just go for it. I don't know. Does that kind of answer your question?
No, you explained it really well about selling your vision and making people believe in what you're writing and what you want people to see.
But you're not slapping anybody, though, right?
No, you know what?
I'm all about the
I
violence.
almost did once. My first big movie, there was this guy. I'm not going to name him, but he had a really important job, and he was like the biggest asshole. And he was such an asshole that literally like 3 or 4 people came up to me and were like, "We're gonna beat him up at the rap party."
God damn.
Like you gotta be a fucking asshole. And then on the we held strong until the very, very last day, and then
You pissed on him. Oh, sorry.
Was it something like really disrespectful to me? And I chased after him. I was gonna beat his ass.
I heard his name was Suge Knight. I really heard his name was Suge Knight. That's what's going on Twitter right now. You fought Suge Knight.
No, but I remember I chased after him around the corner, and I turned the corner, and he's standing there in like the fetal position, like just so scared to get hit. I was like, I can't fucking hit you.
Wow.
Like, what? I forgot. We're just geeks, you know. Like we're not supposed to fight.
Oh,
you know?
man.
But,
You at least told him, like, took his shoes or something.
That's why I take jiu-jitsu. I still choke him out. He'd wake up.
I yelled at him though. But the thing I learned from that experience is that before you start the journey, you have to make sure that every person on board is the right person. That they all have the right temperament. They're good people, and they have the right attitude. Because one bad apple can poison everything.
Old ninja.
And that's different. I destroy worlds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I had to. So you didn't have to Les Grossman anyone, is what you're trying to say?
No. I don't know. I've yelled a few times. You know, sometimes I've never felt bad about it really after.
Some folks need to get cussed out.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's a very stressful situation. Anyways, keep going.
Can we switch gears to some of the awesomeness that was part of that Silicon Valley Comic Con, which we did record? I was actually obviously on the panel, and the guys were in the audience and whatnot, but for not everyone heard that interview, even though we have it on our SoundCloud and iTunes and all that. Some of the things that you were touching upon about both white privilege and about majority versus minority here in America and Korea were absolutely fascinating. One of the things that we loved about you.
Really?
Jump in.
Yeah, no, and we had talked about it a little bit before the cast, but we wanted to go into depth with you on it because you had said something, and like if you just took a portion of what you said before you completely finished your thought.
Oh, that'd be like
someone
bait for Twitter.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because pretty much you sort of gave something along the lines of like, I have no problem with white privilege, and then if you had to stop there, then people would have been all butthurt. But then you sort of explained it by saying
But they were still butthurt.
They were still butthurt. and everything, but you explained it by saying like it doesn't affect me though. Like I'm still gonna do what I need to do. It's a cloud. I'm not gonna let that cloud affect my grind, my hustle, and everything. So I wanted you to go into it and explain that whole aspect of it. And obviously, you don't have to worry about people giving you side eyes here because
you better put some respect on it.
Because what you said was sort of controversial. If you sort of toned off exactly what it was that you were saying, and you just heard that quote, then people wouldn't have understood exactly what it is that you were trying to portray with your explanation. So go have at it with white privilege in the media, in the world, in the media industry, and you.
Yeah, that's hilarious. First of all, I just want to let you guys know there's a law that if I speak long enough, I'm going to say something stupid. I think that's just
that sounds like me.
You're a male.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, that white privilege thing was the one thing that I kept, and I still think about it like a lot. And actually, I did modify a couple things based off of like thinking about it more after. Which basically what I said is that I understand white privilege exists, but I don't have a problem with it because I just think that's the way it is, and I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just gonna keep going, you know. Yeah. Like I'm just not I'm ignoring the issue. But the one thing I wanted to modify is that I think that's more for people that immigrate to the U.S. versus like, you know.
That's an interesting aspect because I'm as far as everyone here that's sort of were born and raised here.
Yeah, it's not just for people that immigrated here. That shit for me doesn't really affect me at all. I don't really let it affect me. I'm a computer geek by trade, right? So everybody that I work with is either like Indian, white, or Asian. So. You know, but I don't really give a fuck. Like, nobody's keeping me down. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, also, the other thing I had to clarify is really we're just talking about white privilege in media and entertainment. Yeah. We're not talking about, like, police brutality or any of that other stuff, which is just, like, you know, kind of beyond white privilege. But, because my friend pointed out afterwards, which is that black people didn't come here voluntarily in the beginning. So actually, you guys get the pass in the sense, like, you can say whatever the fuck you want, you know, in terms of white privilege. Like,
no, because I don't let people get away with that shit. When there's somebody's like, when I know somebody's a fuck up, and they're just like, oh, it's because because of white privilege or whatever. I'm just like, no, it's because you're a fuck up. Like that's nothing stopping you right the fuck now from being what you want to be. Nothing is stopping you. And so if you want to sit there and complain about some shit that happened fucking 500 years ago. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, except for grow up.
Yeah.
You know what? I appreciate that mentality, and I think that's the same, mentality I have, is in the sense that, like, I recognize the disadvantages that exist. Like, if you could see them everywhere if you really, really want to spend your day looking for it. But the thing is, like, your reality is based off of what you think. You know what I mean? And so the way I think about it is if I devote any brain power, any moments of my day towards like focusing on what I don't have, it just gets in the way of getting what I really want, you know? Yeah. And so I think that the fact that I've ignored like white privilege and, whatever things like that has just made me much more able to succeed. Even like in the film industry and stuff, it's like I want to make movies that everybody likes. Yep. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to I slip in, my Asian American identity. I mean, it's not like you slip in; you can't help but not have it there. But I think as opposed to trying to make movies that are just for one group of people, which is fine too. But for me, I think that making Asians more prominent, you have to just be like actually successful everywhere as a normal person, and then you automatically help the community even more, so shit, I don't know, but I don't really know what else I have to say about the issue with white privilege. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't think it's good, I wasn't saying like
nobody got that
white privilege, but
well, it's an interesting topic because like from when I've grown up, like my daughter has more privilege than I do right now. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Like our kids, we should want to have a better. I guess we want to leave them like a legacy, right? And white people that have been here obviously longer than most of us, they pass down their legacy better than most people, as far as like most Americans go.
Oh, but hold on, wait though. But Wait, the white
Rich white people. Rich white people.
But Native Americans and black people have been here just as long, though.
But what I say though, they do a better job passing on their legacy.
Okay, I was harping on the been here longer than.
Well, they've been here as long as.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay,
yeah.
but they still pass down a legacy better than the rest of us do, in general, if they're wealthy, right? So you see a lot of people that are wealthy that are of other ethnicities, but they don't pass down the legacy that well and the money, and that's something that we need to change as in our individual communities. I don't really blame that on white people. It's like, hey, if I become a billionaire and I pass my billions on to my daughter, now she's privileged. Like, whose fault is that? It's not her fault.
Yeah.
And I don't expect anybody to fault her for it. It's like I gave her what I worked hard for.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I think that's a great point, especially with the passing of Prince. There's some issues with his estate.
I did hear about that
because he has no.
We should save that for later, though. Yeah.
Well, we'll save it later, but just real quick, he has no will.
Yeah, he does.
So that's going to be
or
an issue
children
later on.
or a wife.
So it doesn't really.
Yeah, but I do remember because Kronos and I were sitting together, and I've heard Kronos's theories on white privilege and everything, and so as soon as like that topic got touched, I sort of gave Kronos a side eye to see how because you and Kronos both have that sort of unpopular opinion, but logically it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you don't just shut off your hearing to like the first initial sentence of it, and they explain it to you, like, you know what, you're fucking right and everything. But as soon as you said it, I was like, oh shit, he's saying what Kronos says all the time, but we're in a room full of like
people,
70, 80 people,
right.
And I don't know how people are going to react. So I just started to lean back, and I was just like looking out my left eye. I was like, Kronos was sort of nodding his head and smiling or whatever, but I could see other people like hot. They're like they start taking sips of water.
Yeah, next to me was
and they were like,
there's pitchforks and
they're like, what
like torches coming out.
Yeah, they're like, who's this fucking dude?
But it was
Who is this Asian?
Yeah, exactly. This sellout motherfucker is what they were saying.
Exactly.
But it was great. It was absolutely great to hear that perspective.
Yeah, because I didn't want to hear a slurp fest of just people saying five people saying the same shit over and over again. So like when you brought it like that, I was like, oh shit, he's keeping it real, and he's backing it up. He's not just saying a statement just to say it, but you articulated what you were saying extremely well for people that wanted to listen and hear what you were saying.
Yeah.
Right. I think, you know what, there's a lot of factors that go into that. It's any hot button issue, your brain is primed in a way where you don't even, it's hard to hear the whole statement when somebody says something.
True.
You know, you instantly kind of revert to like this very like suspicious mode, like unconsciously.
It's a monkey state is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like reptilian, you know, and then basically like I think also the distinction is that while we won't argue that white privilege exists, our focus is more on the mentality on how to attack it or how to respond to it, versus I think a lot of people, when they talk about social issues, they just want to like fucking complain and cry about shit. That's what I don't like. That's was really the crux of my thing, because I've done a lot of nonprofit stuff and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I've been on like a social justice warrior side and then kind of like not, and then kind of like, you know, whatever. I think there's a place for everybody. But for me personally, I'm like, oh, I don't have that energy, man. Like I gotta create something, you know. I need to leave a mark on this earth that is my artwork, and that's going to be like the mark that I leave for all Asians, you know what I mean? And also, but here's the thing though, is after that panel, I did think about it very deeply, and I realized that I'm probably going to shift a little bit more towards being back to being like a social justice warrior and being more vocal about like pushing things, because I could still make my art the way I want it, but I could also have more of a voice and really like try to help, you know, move things forward. Because, you know, when you look at things like the Oscars and stuff, like it really was like the uproar that caused them to shake the foundation and change this, you know, at least try and change what's going on. And then they made Asian jokes. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that was fun. I was pissed about that.
So
One step forward, two steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, well, you know, it's just a progress. It's definitely like a we're lucky to be in this generation, though, in my opinion, because like it's such rapid change happening on every level, from technology to culture and stuff, and we have like an opportunity to leave a mark and shape how that grows. You know what I mean? Like how the children of the future inherit the earth is based on what we do. You know, that's why like I hate when like older people complain like, oh, millennials are so narcissistic, and it's like, yeah, but who the fuck was filming them from birth and making highlight reels of their life that's not even worthy of a highlight
My
reel?
parents weren't.
Get off my lawn.
Well, this is one of the things though, is that we're in an age right now where it's like things are almost too right, where people just want to complain about shit that they really shouldn't complain about, like shit that they want to make up shit now to complain about. I'm just like, what? You know nothing about hardships.
Microaggressions?
Yeah, like a microaggression is like a way for you to recognize, oh, hold on, I could be wrong. But no, they want to complain about a microaggression. A microaggression, it's a sign that you could be wrong or somebody disagrees with you. But now they don't want to do that shit. And now that we have these things with the internet where it's supposed to be open lines of communication like Twitter and shit, but you have these people that still insulate themselves. Well, they'll like they'll have a YouTube channel with no comments. It's all disabled. Well, like you can't just, it's not your fucking, your bullhorn. You need to have input. Like if you don't have input, then you're probably an asshole. Like, if you just all into yourself, other people, we're social creatures, you know what I mean? You need input and output.
Right.
Like, if I say something that's fucked up, the check is someone else tells me it's fucked up. But if I say something that's fucked up and nobody says nothing back, I'm like, oh, I'm king of the fucking world. Look at me. Nobody disagrees. And everybody's doing that shit now. And it's like, it's getting on my goddamn nerves now. Where it's like, people
that's funny. I was actually just thinking about this kind of issue, and I think it goes back to what I said on the panel about us, like, if you looked at humans collectively and as like a teen, like person growing, what phase are we in? We're like in our teens,
Yeah.
I think that's where we are. I think you count it from the industrial age, because that's really like the new humans, and then like the whole new like reality affecting the earth and shit like that. And so if you count it from there, we are kind of in our teens, and teens are very like fucking moody and stupid and hell of opinionated and like really overreacting to everything, you know. And so my thing is like, they're annoying as fuck, but I'm just gonna have like extra patience. I want to, I think hopefully we could write it out and get to a place where people are more,
it's
happy.
It's weird though, because like we went from this place where we went through all these, civil rights movements and all that stuff, and people got their rights and all that, and all of a sudden it's like we're kind of going backwards. Yeah. Well, people want to oppress people's opinions because it doesn't make them feel good, but it's like, I still have freedom of speech, and I still have valid opinions, but people want to censor that. At the same time, they don't want to get input on their opinions. Like if somebody wants to argue with me, I'm fine. You want to tell me I'm wrong, it's fine. I'll definitely listen to your opinion. But it's like when somebody wants to shut you down categorically on a subject without listening to your input at all, it's like that's a step back for like really human evolution. It's like it's a real bad mental state to be in, where you can't have any outside input that is different from your own.
Yeah, I do agree. There's a lot of like battles to be fought to get everybody right, because there's a lot of things that weren't in society before that are like, like cyberbullying and stuff like that. Like that's hardcore. Like you make somebody so miserable they're gonna kill themselves, and you just did it through a computer. It's like, whoa, that is like truly
sad.
That is sad, but at the same time, it's like, why aren't we, like, people were bullied in schools, like in person, getting beat up and shit. Like, why is it worse? Why is it perceived as worse now than when people are getting their ass kicked in school?
Well, because back in school, like, only a few people know, but now on social network, like, hell of people know. Like, if you have 1,000 followers, they all know.
This sounds like a discussion we need to go.
Yeah, we'll have to get into.
We'll go into.
I'm glad you stopped it.
I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit. So I'm gonna ask you about what is your dream project? Like, what is it that you're set out to make, that your heart's desire to put out?
Damn, that's a great question. I have probably 10 of them.
Anyone on Pornhub?
Whoa!
In porno? Actually, I think I would make an amazing porno.
Nice! Hey, see?
I think I would make like an actual artistic film that, like, by the end of the porno, you like fall in love with the actors.
I need Asians in this. Though.
I need cosplay. I need cosplay.
Oh, dude. I could. Oh man,
I need some
awesome.
zillion
That's
in
a
there.
good point. Yeah. That's
actually
that
there is cosplay porn, but
not to
if you're making
the
it, I need
cosplay
cosplay.
porn that's out there is terrible.
Yeah,
it's like not real cosplayers.
I do want it because last week we were discussing about Scarlett Johansson with the whole how they were Asian. I can't even think of the word.
Oh, right.
To make
we're blackfacing.
They were Asian facing her.
Whitewashing. They're
Right,
whitewashing
yeah.
movie.
So, as an Asian American, what are your opinions on that whole aspect of it? Keep it real, keep it 100 with us.
He didn't answer the last question.
Sure. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Kevin, I mean, he didn't answer.
He didn't
the last
answer his
question.
dream project.
Yeah,
besides
the
the
dream
porn.
project, and then go
Oh,
back.
we got distracted by porn on brain.
Yeah, again.
Dream project. Okay, I guess my dream project would be like a Big Fish kind of story about my family.
Oh wow,
Like
that's cool.
something,
That's a
or
cool
like a
My
Korean
big-
War movie.
My
'cause
big
there's-
Asian wedding.
It'd be a lot more sad than that.
damn.
Koreans had some history.
Yeah.
You said the Korean War, a Korean War movie?
Yeah, that'd be great
that'd be
too. I would love
awesome.
to do that. I think I would make a pretty good one.
Like,
of
what was
those, 'cause,
the Green Dragon? Was that Vietnam or Korean? No, that's Korean.
That's-
Vietnam. Yeah, that was a good ass movie.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's funny how they call Korea the Forgotten War, and then it's like kind of true because
It's
I
not.
was about to say.
Well, hold on.
something.
It's not forgotten. I'm a Marine, so
Oh, you are?
it's not forgotten by Marines. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That was a hard fucking
Marines
war.
Gave a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, that's why Koreans really love Americans, though, because they basically kept Korea from turning into North Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, Be the
You know?
BTI loves K-pop.
Yeah, the Bataan Death March was like no fucking joke. So yeah,
That's cool. So those are my dream projects. But what was the next
The
question?
Scarlett Johansson
Oh yeah.
aspect of where they're sort of
I'm pretty
Asianifying her.
conflicted about that. I would like an Asian chick. At the same time, I think what people should just remember is that, white dollars is white power. So if, they wanted an Asian person in that role, that should be financed by an Asian country. But since an American country is willing to put up the money for it, they get to do whatever they want. Just keep hammering them, make them feel guilty until they stop doing that.
Would you
But-
watch it, or would you sort of be like, "What the fuck"?
I would
from
still
you.
watch it either
Wait.
online or
Wait.
depending on the trailer.
Let me throw something else
Yeah,
in
no,
there
yeah, go
because
ahead.
he may not have all of this information. So
Oh,
the
okay.
part that really got people up in arms was
Oh, about the face altering?
the CGI to make this white girl look Asian after the fact. What about that bullshit?
Yeah, that is pretty hardcore. I definitely was laughing at that image of them sitting around like the room after and be looking at the test and be like, is that gonna work? Like, I don't think so. Like, it's like they're actually spending time and money to sit there and do something so heinous like that, and yet not really probably process why it's like fucked up. Is just it's kind of a beautiful thing.
As a director, like because obviously you wear two hats of being an Asian American and then also as being a director. And I don't know as for sure if this decision came from like a director aspect or from like the studio.
No, that kind of stuff is definitely studio.
That's studio. Okay, good.
Yeah,
See, something. I'm glad we have your input on that to clarify.
Yeah. I mean, all major decisions like any movie that's over like a couple $1,000,000, from 50 million to like 100 million or whatever. Those movies all have heavy. Like only if you're like Christopher Nolan or there's not even that many directors. All the other directors. Like I remember reading a story about how the director of Wolverine Origins, he wanted to make a darker film, and then he was like kind of battling the studios on it, and then he went on like a break, and when he came back, they had repainted like the cave that was the set like into a blue.
What?
To make it more kid friendly, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause he had so there's like so much
Handcuffing
stuff
them.
like that goes on that that you really don't have the power to. So I'm pretty sure that was a studio thing.
Okay.
So
I just don't want to see another goddamn Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
Well,
That was
fuck, it
fucking
might
awful.
be. You never know. I mean, they
Yeah.
definitely have been fucking it up all the way up till Last Airbender. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna figure it out anytime soon.
Well,
I'm guessing they're just gonna butcher like all the movies until there's no more movies to butcher, and
Well,
then
no,
they'll
I
reboot them and butcher them again.
well, no. I have hope because you know what?
Renaissance.
Comic movies used to be fucking awful,
They used to.
Yes.
and now they're awesome. So I mean,
Now they're awesome.
Somebody could fix it.
This is a tangent, but I actually wanted to add something to the conversation
Sure.
that you guys were
Yeah,
having
go ahead.
on your blurred crossover with those damn comic book guys.
Yeah.
And,
Uh-oh.
so it was about Marvel versus DC movies, and the reason why DC movies are not as good as Marvel is that Marvel created a movie studio like Pixar just to make movies their way because they've been licensing their products out to all these people. That's why Spider-Man's been so up and down. Is like, they sell the character to some studio, and the reason why they reboot it over and over again is because they usually have X number of years, and if they don't reboot it by a certain time, then they lose the character back to Marvel.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, the reason why DC movies have been inferior so far is that Marvel gambled like crazy. Their strategy, they were playing the long ball, you know what I'm saying? And when they came out, they dropped 3 movies, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. And every movie, they were like, oh, is this going to work? I don't know, maybe. And it's like, especially Captain America, like, here's a fucking, star on him, and his name is Captain America. Who's going to watch it outside of the U.S.,
Yeah.
And, but the point is that they banked on those 3 movies being blockbusters so that they could make Avengers. So that's like a 10-year process almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they invested, and also they are unified in one vision from the top down where they know their property the best, and they've been bringing on talent to help them, but they still try to keep it as true to the comic book as possible versus I think DC is like, for number one, they're trying to shortcut it. That's why you have like Dawn of Justice, all these like
Fucking
random
that
cheap
shit.
cameos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, he's looking at it on a computer? I did not expect that. I thought they were actually going to appear. You should make a fucking disclaimer before the movie that the cameo of these Justice League is on a fucking computer screen.
Well,
what was
still
that?
it was still really funny how Lex Luthor knew who they all were, and he gave them their own fucking logos and shit already. Like Flash had his lightning bolt, Wonder Woman had his her W.
I blame this shit on the editor and the director for letting it go.
Yep.
Because the editor fucked the whole movie up.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, they were missing all kinds of shit. in that movie.
Henry, tell us who we need to blame.
Shit, man, this is gonna hurt me later on in my career. You guys
That's
are
all
in the
right.
studio, and Zack Snyder because Zack Snyder put. Well, okay, the specific issue of the way the cameos came in, I'm guessing that's a studio problem because they have to set up the characters for their franchises. But for him, he's like, I'm busy making a Batman Superman movie. How the fuck am I going to fit these people in when they're not even like, they just got casted and, they're not even developed on how their movies are going to be, you know what I mean? So it's like, how are you going to represent them? It has to be, it has to keep the same style and stuff. And so I don't know. I think that might be a studio thing. Overall, in terms of the movie, I actually thought it was better than I thought because it was going to, because I was expecting to hate it.
Yeah.
Because of like, Sucker Punch and Man of Steel, I guess.
How dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
I know. That's a great eye candy movie, but
no
the story
substance.
is
I'm on the
just
same page.
so-
We've had this
oh
discussion.
my gosh, it was like bad. But so I think Zack Snyder, he had a little bit too much free reign, and I think if you compare Batman vs Superman to Star Wars, Star Wars was clearly a film made for the fans. Like every decision, everything that went into it was, they're asking themselves, are the fans going to like this? Batman vs Superman, I think, was a product of one fan. You know what I mean? It's like for himself. It's like Zack Snyder getting all this money to make whatever he wants
Perfect
to
way
make.
to describe it.
You know what I mean? And that's why it kind of failed for a lot of people because maybe he's not quite the right guy to be exerting that much control over how we represent these like iconic characters.
Well, fuck him.
Yeah, that was such a great point, though. It did feel like a guy who was given millions of dollars to make a fanboy movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but that was the problem though, is because people that didn't read the comics.
Yeah,
they didn't
lost.
understand whole portions of the movies.
Yeah.
like
Right.
why was Batman so mad at or Superman so mad at Batman? That shit was lost.
Yeah.
Like if he was that mad, he's right across the bay, which apparently it's across the bay now. Yeah.
San Francisco, Oakland.
Yeah, and then like the shit about the whole different dimension shit, like nobody got that except for people that read Injustice and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like it was like really where you can't bring in new viewers with bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna get confused. Like my girlfriend asked me like right when it happened, like what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
I was like, I gotta explain to you after we got out of the movie because I can't explain to you the whole thing right now.
Mansplaining. Mansplaining
And that'll
again.
turn a lot of people off to the
Mansplaining.
thing.
I fucking spread my legs, put my dick out and shit. I was like, let me tell you right here.
Hey, so Henry, first of all, we so appreciate you taking time out of your busy ass schedule
no
to
worries.
fuck with us. I love the pilot that I watched What was the title? One more time.
All Men Are Thieves.
All Men Are Thieves. It was a great pilot. When can people who are listening see that pilot, though? I feel like we got like a behind-the-scenes peek at it.
So if you go to blueprintcinema.com, then I'll have a link. I was thinking of doing a special private link for your viewers or something.
Hell yeah!
Oh shit! That exclusive.
Do Blueprint Cinema and then All Men Are Thieves, and then I'll send you the link, and then they could check it out.
So we have actually a live event that's coming up.
Oh yeah,
June 10th.
Yeah, that'd be
nice.
like dope if you could. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know,
you
we
should
gotta
roll
talk about
through.
it. Yeah, you should roll through. But
You should roll through. Let's get some beers.
roll through.
It's in Oakland.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably do. I don't know. We have to talk about it. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it offline. Yeah. But we can do something
I
dope.
feel like I haven't given you enough though. I should say something stupid before I get off. You know.
Feel free.
Nah, because if we keep going, this whole cast is going to be you and us just throwing back and forth.
No, keep going. Say something stupid. It's okay.
Yeah. Get something controversial out there. Just say fuck Beyonce.
No, say hashtag white goes to the future. Do it.
No, I couldn't say that. But I will say something maybe controversial. I think they should just keep Iron Fist white.
Ooh. You hear that, America? You hear that?
In the
From
comic
an
books,
Asian man.
In the comic books, he's white.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I grew up with that Iron Fist. I'm okay with seeing him on screen as long as they get that guy right.
Yeah.
And then whatever, like introduce an Asian version later. I think it's not a good idea to just make somebody over and not give them a proper like actual character that's deep and stuff like that. So,
Like in Doctor Strange when they changed the Asian dude to a white lady.
Anyway.
They did shave her hair though.
That's a skull cap.
They made it look like One Punch Man.
God damn.
Knocked the soul out.
God damn.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
funny.
one more time, that website
Yeah.
where people can watch All Men Are Thieves.
Blueprint Cinema.
Excellent. And where can people find you on like Twitter or your website?
My personal website is ohenryjacob, spelled just how it sounds. And but actually, Blueprint Cinema is a new website I'm starting, which is going to be all about filmmaking and the art of filmmaking, and so everybody can find me on there.
In your
And that's
artwork?
my stuff will be on there too. I think Blueprint Cinema is going to be bigger than that, though. So
Now,
it'll be on there.
Before you go, I just want to ask, like, are you casting any African American males for your role?
This dude's trying to play Batman. He's trying to play Batman.
I'm a black man.
If he wants to be Batman, I want to be Spider-Man.
If you need a bat. Actually, wait, I didn't want here. I have some questions for you guys.
Wait, feedback.
Let me dust it off.
You just
Come with
reminded
it. Come with it.
You just reminded me. Okay, so like I never like ask these questions to like
Black people?
Any black people I meet.
There's gonna be some BuzzFeed shit.
The blackest podcast ever, so
This is gonna be so
everybody
good.
Can answer these questions.
All right, go ahead.
Number one, I love Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
So
Okay.
can I dress up as him
Ooh.
for Halloween as long as I don't paint my face black?
Yes.
And I wear the afro
Yes.
and the
Yes.
suit?
Unanimous,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
But you got to say English, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You speak it.
Yeah.
Next one. Fire up the next one.
Talk like him. No blackface. Have fun.
Yeah, you can put on. You can have the wig on.
Yeah, and
just
you
don't
can,
paint your
have,
face.
you can have the chops on the side and shit too.
Oh,
Yeah.
the cyber, mine
Yeah.
chops or
Okay,
whatever.
good. Because I already did it. You know?
He's like, why did I get beat up? He's all like, it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
I love it. I was actually thinking it'd be funny if maybe
Oh, that's
I'll just
hilarious.
only cosplay as Samuel L. Jackson characters.
Yeah, that's
great.
amazing.
God damn.
Mace Windu and
Yes.
that'd be really funny.
If you don't tag us in these pics, we're gonna be mad at you.
Yeah. We ain't inviting you nowhere.
Hit us with another one if you got another one.
Yeah, and then this question's a little more complex though.
All right, what you got?
Because actually, it's funny you asked me that question about casting. It's like, so All Men Are Thieves is like set in Chinatown, like all Asian and stuff. The idea for the series, though, if it were to continue, is like obviously you go to different neighborhoods, so you like all over the Bay. So basically, you'd make it as multicultural as possible. However, like there are some short film ideas I have that are like about black people that I would like to make.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do that, like whether that means like, but I want to direct it though, and I don't mind co-writing. I don't actually even mind co-directing so much, but I definitely have like a strong idea of like what I want to do, and so I'm trying to figure out like what's the most PC way to
Fuck PC.
direct.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, do you?
So are
Don't
you
just
asking us
do
to
it.
be consultants or?
Hold on, consultants. I'll definitely send you over whatever I'm working on.
That's fine by me.
So here's the thing, though, is that
Yeah.
if you go, especially here in the Bay Area, so it might be different for the rest of the country because they think that, unlike California, that places aren't like integrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're all separate. But if you go to like San Francisco or Oakland, there's definitely Asians and black people that live in close proximity to each other.
Yep.
So we all know each other. Like a lot of my friends growing up were Asian. Actually,
Yeah.
we're all ethnicities.
I have a
so
li- yeah.
it's like normal when you see a diverse cast for me,
Right.
personally. But yeah, I mean,
I,
you can do whatever, especially when you put it in like a proper setting. Like it's
Yeah.
like if you put it anything that's in the Bay Area, it's normal for us to be all together.
Yeah, I personally don't care if like the good guy, the bad guy is white, black, Asian, Indian, Afghan, whatever. As long as you don't have us as the fucking jive talking, fried chicken eating, purple drink person,
Beer in a paper bag.
talking stupid, then I don't have an issue. But as long as the writing's good, the story's good, I don't care who the main character is. I'm not gonna be like, why is the main guy not black? Like, why is it not a woman? Why is it not this person? Like, as long as the story's right, write your vision and make us feel what it is that you want to see. Because I don't want to say like I'm speaking for the entire room. But as long as
you are.
as long as what you're writing is good, and we've talked about it many times. As long as the story's good and everything, we're not going to be like, well, why couldn't this person have been this?
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You
I
probably
like that.
want to change your name on the credits to like Kamal or something like that.
Kamal Kim.
But here's what I'm going to say. If you have like food catered or whatever, like let's say you got people on set and whatnot, we will judge you by your potato salad. So make sure that your potato salad is on point.
It needs to.
Chicken
We
is
are
seasoned.
trying to get rid of this fear the yellow man thing. So we need to see an Asian chick smashing some white girl like hardcore.
Asian. Wait,
I'm sorry.
Come on, lesbian. You think?
I'm sorry. we need to see an Asian male smashing a white chick.
Oh, black chick. Oh.
Or black
Yeah,
chick.
anything.
That's not named Stephen Yoon.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we need to, you need to just kick your foot through that door, that glass ceiling.
There
In
you
terms
go.
of it's stereotypical, like
Fuck
only
it.
Asians are allowed to make
So-
love scenes with other Asians.
So what
and
you
it's-
need to do is the Asian dude in the movie needs to smash a black chick, a white chick, an
He
Asian
needs to
chick,
just-
and an Afghan
We need
chick.
an Asian shaft.
In that order.
Asian
Yeah,
shaft.
Asian chef.
Asian shaft, just smashing bitches
Smashing.
No,
through Oakland.
that'd be
Black
Asian
Dynamite.
Dolomite.
Yeah. Asian Dolomite in Oakland with an Impala.
Yes.
Rolling up to the
With
Warriors
the
game.
hydraulics.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dropping it was
That's
like, where's
funny.
my money?
Yeah.
And smashing every ethnicity chick that he can.
You get a gold star stamp of approval.
I'm already
on that.
I'm already buying my popcorn right now.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
I need advance tickets.
I'm going to put that on my future projects.
Yes.
We're going to talk offline.
Yeah, we got yeah.
Let me just write that in my notes.
Yes.
Smash. All pussy.
It's got to be Asian dude smashing it.
Yes.
Asian.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to be Asian.
If you want to write yourself in the role, judge.
yeah.
You know what? Actually, I was going to say, I think the mentality of not giving a fuck is affected my own
There you
like
go.
dating relationships. There you go. I realized that like I just don't care, you know. So a lot like I noticed like Asian girls who like Asian guys aren't really into me because I'm not that Asian, but like pretty much like the other ethnicities are pretty cool. So
You know what you got to do, though? You know what you got to do? You gotta ask her the question.
Oh, hell
Can you throw that ass in a circle and what that mouth do?
shit.
Hey, I know a lot
guys
of
are
girls
hilarious.
that's Asian guys.
Oh my god, this has been such an educational segment of our podcast. Like we've touched every
Yeah, so
end of the spectrum.
I think for people that aren't from the Bay are learning a lot on this fucking interview. This is how Bay Area folks be talking and thinking.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
We didn't say hello at all, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we
Yeah, we
refrained, but hella.
All right.
this is all fun though. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm really honored. Hopefully I'll do something special and have a reason to come back again.
we're
yeah.
having you back.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I appreciate the promotion for sure.
Always.
Yeah, we need to go out and get drinks together. That's
When you
definitely.
come to our
definitely.
live event,
Anytime.
we're gonna get some drinks afterwards.
Yeah.
June 10th. I got it in my notebook right now.
Juneteenth.
No, it's June 10th.
June 10th. Oh, I do have.
Oh, Carlos is triggered.
I do have a confession to make.
What'd you get?
I smoked a joint right before. Before, I want to say after, to, see if you guys noticed it.
You're good.
You weren't Howard.
Yeah. You can try to.
I mean, you kind of went on a story where you're talking about like running and chase after people. I was like, wait, is this guy high?
Right on,
true.
fam.
That was a high moment.
Thank you so much. Please,
All right.
we're gonna fuck with you on Twitter and Facebook and whatnot over and over and
Yes,
over
sir.
again. And we love you. And thanks for
love you
coming
guys
on,
too.
Yeah,
man.
appreciate that.
All right, later,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
That was awesome.
That was fun as shit.
That was great. That was
That
probably
was
the
probably our longest interview with anybody.
Yeah, that was.
I can't even keep track of time right now. That was fun
Yeah.
as shit.
Yeah,
It
great
was,
question.
It was roughly an hour.
Oh wow.
Actually, yeah, it was exactly an
Yeah,
hour.
I didn't know because we were just.
I was
guessing.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were vibing with that
That's all good. I
motherfucker.
don't give a fuck. We don't have a
Yeah,
boss.
Yeah, we don't have a
Yeah,
no
exactly.
clock.
Yeah, HR.
And like even during SVCC, like you could tell like he's a really interesting dude. It's like I want to hear more of his opinions, and I'm glad Prodigy reached out, and I mean he was reaching out with everybody in the fucking audience,
sliding.
shaking hands, kissing
Yeah.
babies, doing all that politician shit. But
Fingering.
Oh, you ain't Jackie Chan.
he
COUCHLIFE.
He promoted the podcast at least like 57, 11 times and shit.
Oh shit! We didn't ask him what he thought about that episode when we were talking about Jackie Chan didn't finger bang anyone.
We'll get him back.
Yeah, no, we
Fear of the Old Man.
need to have
We'll
him
get
back
into it.
because I really liked how he's got a director point of view from how he's seeing things, especially when we talked about the Scarlett Johansson aspect, and obviously we can go into depth more about his Iron Fist
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and everything.
I just like the fact that he's a director from the Bay because there's. I wanted to ask about that whole San Francisco versus LA thing and how the Hollywood views the Bay versus LA.
your Bay Area cards in sort of lingo right now because you weren't all about power lines, but we'll talk about that.
This motherfucker.
All right, guys. So last Saturday, I was at a cider fest, and I picked up some good ciders. I tried a lot of ciders, but the one I have right here for us to try, get your guys to react on it. It's a bourbon cider.
Got an anvil on it.
It's called the Anvil, and it's by Sonoma Cider, and it's 6% alcohol by volume. So who wants to try it?
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
I
gotta put
as a child, anvils were always dangerous to me.
They're dangerous to coyotes and shit.
Exactly. I didn't trust an anvil. I was like, "There's nothing good can come from having an anvil around. It's
there-
just going
is
to end
there-
up on your fucking head."
Is there acne on that bitch?
Exactly.
There should be. There should be.
Dude, seriously, if Acme got in the beer and was like the anvil,
That'd be perfect.
they'd be
Well,
rolling in
While
dough.
he's pouring this out, we have not forgotten. Maybe this is pouring out of liquor, but
we
we
have
have
that
not
track?
forgotten the passing of the late great Prince that happened just the day after we casted last week. So, R.I.P. for
Yeah,
certain.
we're pouring out liquor for Prince.
Yes.
Toast it up to Prince.
Right on the
the Prince.
Cheers to Prince, man.
Prince Nelson.
The fucking mixing boys right there. Don't pour it out.
Purple Rain. Purple
Yeah.
Rain.
Purple Rain, sexy motherfuckers.
He's a beast on the
So-
basketball court.
You know, while we sip our drink,
This is sweet.
what's your guys'
Yeah, but that's
favorite
a
Prince
bitter
song?
after that. Oh, dude, there's too many to name.
I mean, I love sexy motherfuckers shaking that ass. It's just, it's actually funky as fuck, But what y'all got?
I think Diamonds and Pearls.
Yes,
look at
Yeah,
you.
that's
That's
a
a good ass
song.
fucking song.
It was on Earth Girls Are Easy, and I forgot how much I love that song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They did a good one. Was it Diamonds and Pearls and Sex Toys or some shit?
Yeah.
Last
yeah.
episode. Oh, the one before that. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
you
but
got?
there's so many though.
The
I mean,
1999 is a Prince song.
Yeah,
That's fucking.
And
It goes down in history.
like I'm personally more of an MJ guy than Prince, but I respect Prince because he's talented as fuck. But I just happened to be born in the year where I graduated in 1999, so they played the shit out of that song.
oh shit.
You guys-
So
Yeah.
that just was like, come on,
Yeah.
So
See,
that's my thing.
I'm in the same boat as Stitch. I mean, I love.
You old as fuck. You didn't graduate in
No,
99.
I'm in the same boat as far as the love for MJ versus Prince because MJ,
And
he's in the history books.
Yeah, I
but-
didn't even want to bring up MJ's name
God
because
damn it, yeah.
I
I know.
didn't want to shade Prince, but I love Prince. Prince is great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I own more Prince albums than MJ albums,
Yeah.
and there's so many great songs. Like I was talking to Prodigy about Erotic City.
Just one song,
And,
goddammit.
Yeah, I would say Erotic City. That's
But he
great.
was so talented. He
Good
could
song.
play
I was
the
gonna name off a
guitar, he
bunch.
could play
Hold
the
on, let
piano, he
Blue-
could sing.
Yeah.
Let Blue get his.
All right, so I got two songs.
Motherfucker.
This politician dude.
The most classic one though is Dove's Cry. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that goes down in history. Like, you know, my mama, whatever, blah blah blah. But the best song of all time is Batman.
That dance. Hey,
I said before that,
Take me with you.
were you trying to hint you were conceived to a Prince song? Is that what you were trying to say?
I fucking might have been.
Nope.
No.
I'm not sure if I was or not.
Yeah, he has so many great songs. Take Me With You is definitely one. Delirious, that was the lyrics
Yeah.
from Delirious area.
Well, what's funny is a lot of young folks don't know about him, which is
See,
weird to me.
The thing is that some of them don't know that he wrote songs that they are like humming to. He's written for countless artists.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say I'm guilty of that as well because like they were playing a lot of songs. So I was like, oh shit, really?
Yeah.
It totally caught me, and that's just my own personal ignorance. To the,
You know what's funny?
to
I learned.
some
I'm
of the
not.
songs.
I haven't fact checked this, but Prince, his first song ever was written here in the Bay Area. Like
Really?
he actually wrote it. He came
Not
up
in
with the idea here
Minneapolis?
in nope, not in Minneapolis.
Not
It
on
was
the lakes
here.
of Minnetonka?
It was in. Have you ever bathed in the sunlight of Lake Titicaca?
Dude,
But no, it was he wrote the song in Sonoma.
Oh wow, okay.
Let me see what song it was.
He was a badass guitar player,
He was.
and obviously multiple instruments.
I heard
and whatnot.
he's one of those people like I really wish I could have seen in concert, even
Damn.
though like I'm not like a crazy super fan. It would have been something to be like I saw that person in live and everything.
Yeah,
I did
He
once.
was here in Oakland,
Yeah.
like not too long ago, and I
Yeah.
was debating. I'm like, no, he'll be back again. Nope.
Yeah, the person at work told me about it, and we were talking about it before the cast, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Prince died." I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah.
And then like I go on TMZ and I check on Twitter and I see it was true, and I'm like, "Well, he's just at a Warriors game. Like he looked like he was in great health and everything." And then I guess we can sort of go into discussion about how I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, because personally, if you die, it's up to you what you want to do with your profit, your money, and your
estate.
assets and your estate. But I guess he didn't leave it to anybody.
Nope. And there's a huge thing
Well, if
because
you got nobody to leave it to, though, I mean,
yeah, there's kind of weird things because you know that they're going to be like record companies and
yeah.
his famous friends are going to be fighting
Yeah,
over his.
Hold on,
Because even
one sec. One sec. I thought that he has a sibling that's alive.
He does. He has a sister.
Yeah. so-
But I mean, the thing is that he has. So this has been in the news the last couple of days that he has a vault, like a bank vault, full of shit.
He been
And
had
it's-
that.
Yeah. So
Mostly
it's
music.
Yeah, it's mostly music, but there's 2 full-length, feature-length films, music. Every live performance he's ever done, he recorded in it.
I think it's really cool because I've seen like random theaters across the country
yeah.
So
that
somebody
are releasing Purple Rain. Like
hold on. So
what you got?
somebody named Russ posted in the.
that's my
chat
boy
room.
Russ.
Oh, it's your boy Russ.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. He said, rumors that he has AIDS. Thoughts? I don't think he has AIDS.
Yeah, I don't think he
I don't
So
know.
here's the thing. I don't like bullshit. Well, I don't want to call it bullshit as rumors,
Rumors,
until it's been substantiated.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
'cause there's
We're not all old ninja.
Yeah, why are you disrespecting Queens? Why are you disrespecting Queensbridge, Russ?
Yeah, because there's rumors out there.
Fuck
He was like a heavy cocaine user, and he did.
Well,
like,
I had
drugs
no
like that.
idea. I had no idea there was this, I guess, drug history with Prince.
But
Because Prince's life was really, really secretive in
But that's-
comparison with other mega superstars,
it's
like
all
with
rumors,
MJ.
though.
Yeah,
it's
but-
all rumors.
Well,
No.
compared to the bitches that he was with,
Who are you hearing it from?
They
It's all-
redirected
oh,
his
look at me.
flight. They redirected his flight like
Yeah.
earlier in the week because he had an OD on some shit.
So hold on.
He had
yeah.
the flu.
Yeah, he had the
was
flu.
sick.
He was sick.
Well, so hold on. There's a difference between, I guess, being on painkillers and maybe having an addiction to that, and then having like a heroin or cocaine addiction. Those are 2 very different things. I don't think anything has been truly substantiated.
I agree.
At this time,
I agree.
I'd rather focus and celebrate the fact that
I
he had
agree.
such a profound effect on music.
At this point, I don't want to go into that rabbit hole of negativity because I think we should just keep celebrating Prince's accomplishments and his achievements as an artist and an entertainer.
And Freak Fest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was.
The dude was freaky as fuck. You know?
And he fucked some bad bitches, boy.
Bad bitches.
Carmen Electra.
Yes.
How about that?
Carmen Electra, Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Vanity White.
Vanity, yeah. Vanity.
Apollonia.
Woo! Some bad bitches.
And he fucking
And
kicked
the list kept going on and on.
He kicked Kim Kardashian's fine ass off the stage.
Yeah, because he's Prince. Get the fuck out. I'm Prince, bitch.
And you can literally hear him say that, like, get the fuck off my stage.
Game, blouses.
Oh, yeah, and he was a hardcore ball player,
Yeah,
too.
so it's funny. They showed his basketball picture when he was in high school online like a week before he died.
And he's 4'11".
Yeah. I guess that's why he wore heels all the time.
As Charlie Murphy, ask your friends. Prince can ball.
Challenge him, yeah, challenge him. I dare you.
And what did he do after he made his pancake?
I think the best rendition
blouses.
So, have anybody seen An Evening with Kevin Smith?
Yes.
Yeah, and he talks about his ordeal with Prince in his camp. It's the funniest thing, and it's also kind of sad at the same time, but it's epic.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, watch An Evening with Kevin Smith. Actually, he talked about it at WonderCon when I saw him.
Yep.
He told an abridged version, but it's still great. It's a great story.
It's kind of cool. There's a picture also out there of Prince playing ball, like him older as an adult playing ball, and you can see like him like fucking dribbling between his legs and stuff like that. I was like, damn, Prince did have handles.
That's good shit, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Prince.
R.I.P. man. That was sad. And then
Prince Roger Nelson. His name.
I didn't really know. I didn't know that was his real name.
I didn't know his real name.
Yeah.
So like,
I think I knew his name was Prince.
Yeah, so
but I didn't know his last name.
did y'all ever watch
that.
like back in the day? There was a video music show called Magic Number Video. You ever watch
I don't know
that
what
shit?
the fuck you talking about.
It used to be on
He's
on
so
like
old.
PBS. Yeah, it is.
He's old as fuck. He's on
1950s
PBS.
television.
You said it was on PBS?
Yeah, it was on PBS.
Remember the
Like,
Stereopticon?
On phonographs
Yeah,
and
it was
shit.
old. But Prince did an interview with that show. I remember waiting all the way to midnight just to watch that
Was
show.
it Morse code?
God dang.
We had another R.I.P. Last week that we didn't get to as well.
Oh, we did talk about it last week.
Oh, we
Yeah,
did.
but
Oh,
we didn't
sorry,
go in depth.
We talked about China.
Live. Yeah.
All right.
So we talking about China.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie.
No, it's Joan Mary Lowry.
Why the fuck is it on here again if we talked about... Yeah, anyway. All right.
Well, no, we barely touched on it.
Barely
right?
touched on it, but she
wasn't good.
Because I think we were just finding out the information.
Oh, yeah, that's
about
right.
that.
K-Max sent you something while we were casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were breaking news on Black
Breaking
and Black
news.
Times Infinity.
Yeah.
If you want to hear your news, if you want to hear it first, check us out.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Tune into that dankness.
yeah, it was a tragic passing for her too. I mean, like, she was a great wrestler. She was kind of a big like first female kind of wrestler in that industry. Kind of, she opened a door for other female wrestlers and stuff like that. So
She's the only one I gave a fuck about at
Well,
that
she was the
time.
only female to really, well, the first one to wrestle with dudes. Actually, I think the only one to wrestle with dudes.
Dude, yeah,
Oh,
she was
yeah.
part of
Yeah.
a trio, wasn't she? She was part of like
She was
TNT or something.
with like
No, she was with
X-Pac,
DX, but yeah.
DX, yeah, with X-Pac and like Triple H.
But she's also with, what's his name? Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero, the
Yeah.
Mexican
It was
dude.
hilarious. Called her Mamacita all the time.
Yeah.
And now they're both dead.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Way before the, you know.
yeah, it's tragic. It's really tragic.
So what I didn't know is she did porn.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew
she-
that.
She's
I didn't
got
know that.
she's
did
got some
6
Hope
movies.
Solo type pussy lips.
Oh.
I seen it.
I
Not
saw she got pierced.
So
Wait, she got pierced pussy lips?
Yeah.
it's real funny.
You can pierce a piece of roast beef.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So we're going to talk shit about about Debbie?
Yeah, I know, right? What's wrong
Only
with you,
stitch.
bro?
Only stitch.
Yeah, only stitch. So
He's talking about sex. Did we not have a discussion like 2 weeks ago about sex with dead people?
Yeah, we did.
And he brought it up. He mentioned about sex tape.
I said she had a
It's porno
porn,
ninja.
and not
he,
just a sex
he
tape.
he was the Christopher Columbus down this rabbit hole. And I was like, if we're gonna go there, then I'll talk about the pussy lips.
I blame old ninja.
Exactly.
but I was gonna say, like, if you look at China's like her filmography for adult films, like first one was like A Night in China, then the second one was Another Night in China, and then the third one was In China's Back Door.
Oh.
So
And then she did an Avengers Triple X parody where she played She-Hulk. And then they did a
okay.
spin-off where she was She-Hulk.
Actually, she's one of the few that could pull off She-Hulk if she could act.
Yeah, she was fucking yoked.
Yeah.
Also, what's the name? The girl that plays Xena. She
Lucy Lawless?
I can see
But
her
she's
as
not
She-Hulk.
yoked. She's not yoked anymore though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a 45, 40.
But she still looks good for her age.
Yeah,
She
she
looks
looks
like,
good.
God
She looks-
damn.
All right. Y'all saw Jay Trees.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
About
So
that.
shout out to J Trees.
Yeah.
They were fucking great.
Yeah, they were fucking awesome.
They had some new music that came out. They released a new EP, which is there's no title on it, so I can't tell you what the fuck the name is. But it actually should have been released last Sunday on their SoundCloud account. So I'll have to go see on their SoundCloud account exactly what it's called. So I have a compact disc.
Where'd you see them, though? Where'd you see
We
them?
watched them at Mojo
Mojo's.
Lounge in Fremont.
Yeah.
And then we also saw
And that was
another
actually my
band.
first time being there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that place is cool. I
Yeah,
liked
yeah, it was cool.
Drinks were cheap.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. And the first band that was on, it was Red Soil.
Yeah, Red Soil. And
They were cool,
great,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like J-Trees was badass.
J-Trees is awesome. And you guys interviewed them.
Yeah, we
interviewed
interviewed them. Yeah.
Um,
Cool ass dudes.
Yeah, they're really cool, and it was funny. They had a friend of theirs that was there too, watching the
Oh,
show and
Jesus.
stuff. And this guy got fucked up because
Yeah, it was real bad.
dude was like sitting on a chair and fell.
God damn,
Sitting on
really?
a chair, yeah. And then like another thing, he was like standing there like one of their speakers, and he fell over again, and he knocked it down. In the middle of their set,
God
which is
damn.
not cool. But I mean, all in all, the show was really good. Their sound was really great. Like it was a really great fucking show, and like everything they did was just fucking great. But it's funny because like they gave away their compact disc or CD.
You said compact disc. God damn.
They gave it for free, which was really cool
That
for
was
a band to
cool as
do.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I went home, I was gonna stick it into my my CD player on my laptop. I was like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. I saw Mr. Robot.
Yeah, no shit.
So I thought twice about that.
Oh, God
But yeah,
damn.
it was a great performance. They did a really good job. It was Jason Shreves and
Sean, I don't remember his last name. I forget the drummer's name.
his name is Oscar.
Oscar? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Oscar.
So,
And
Jason,
they're
Sean, and Oscar.
they're gonna be performing this Friday at there's a show they're gonna be at because Sean's in another group too.
Oh, yeah, he's part of Lucky. What the fuck was that?
What was that?
There was some popping and locking. No.
Anyway,
All right, let's
he's
get
part of
going.
a band called Lucky Suits.
Lucky Suits, yeah.
I can't remember where they're playing, but yeah, I wanted to go, but I got plans. So.
You know, I have it on my phone because they have their main singer on their group, whose name is Hillary, she's cute. I was gonna say she's cute.
Way to catch yourself.
Yeah, that's censorship. Self-censorship.
What the fuck just happened?
Wait, did we lose the feed?
Yeah, we did. It's fucking frozen.
So
Like,
yeah,
frozen as fuck.
Okay, well,
Oh,
we
shit.
are we still recording now?
Yeah, we're still recording.
All
so
right.
they're gonna be at the Woodham Lounge in San Jose.
Nice.
This Friday.
So yeah, so if you want to check them out there. If you want to check us out getting waxed
Yeah.
this
Oh,
weekend,
so I listened to Earth Girls Are Easy literally this afternoon about waxing and the interview with like Lunchbox.
the Lunchbox in Dublin.
Yes. So that's gonna happen. Mine is Saturday morning, and when's everybody else's?
We're all on Saturday.
Saturday morning. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of nervous about the actual manzillion.
You wrote yourself a check
Your mouth wrote
that
your
literally
check.
your ass and your genitalia has to cash.
Your asshole will cash.
Yeah. So it hit me like this woman is gonna have her hands and wax all up in my ass,
And
fucking balls and the part behind the balls before the ass.
On the choke.
So
Yeah.
So if
Tank.
it's not a woman,
Oh no, it's gonna be a woman.
oh, so why is it gotta be a woman? I'm just,
Yeah.
Are you insecure with yourself?
it ain't gonna be no dude. It just ain't. It ain't. It ain't.
Hopefully.
That's fine.
So,
I just want to see what.
I'm just saying. So if she slips in the thumb,
God damn it. Wait for the pop.
Exactly.
There we
Yeah,
go.
But I'm looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Earth Girls Are Easy. Check out their podcast, and definitely they've been doing a nice little promotion for leading up to what we're going to do. And obviously, anyone in the Bay Area that wants to go check out getting waxed and
Yeah.
everything. I haven't done it yet, so I can't fully vouch on it. But it sounds like Lunchbox is the place to go.
Well, here's the thing. You're going to get a male perspective on it. Earth Girls Are Easy obviously gave a awesome and incredible female perspective on
Yeah.
this. But they can't tell you what it's like for a dude doing it.
No.
So if you want to know what it's like for a guy getting this done, you come to us.
Yeah, come
you
to
know what I
us.
mean?
But yeah, check out Earth Girls Are Easy, and then afterwards we're going to try to.
We're gonna keep rolling.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to set up a little after cast at maybe a bar. We got to celebrate Blue's aging another orbit around the sun,
Yep.
Done.
One more day closer to dying.
Yes.
death. and
Prodigy,
we'll celebrate.
I have a question for you. Since you and I are both doing the Manzillion, are you gonna go full baby bald? Or are you gonna have like landing strip? You're gonna go with like the heart shape triangle?
Well, I was thinking about having
A Hitler stash.
Yeah, a Hitler stash or a lightning bolt, but you know what I mean. Whatever I feel like.
Lightning bolt. Does
Oh
he
my
have
God.
to shave to do that?
You guys, anytime you nudge, you just say Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam!
That's awesome.
Oh shit!
That's awesome.
So I was gonna try to see if I can get a Batman.
Oh, there you go.
Batwing people.
Oh, ba-doom-bop.
So every time I take off my pants, I'm like, "Who did your pussy work for?"
Oh, God.
If you take your pants off, swear me.
Dank as fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Now we're going to be obviously very professional during our actual waxing. This is someone's livelihood. This is
Yes.
what they do for blah blah blah. So you're not going to hear a whole lot of our normal dankness on there.
Yeah, during the live part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Shazam shit.
We want to respect their
good.
place of business, and also, I mean, obviously, they're doing a great favor for us, and they're opening up a store in Alameda,
Yeah.
which we plan on promoting and everything.
Yeah, you can get waxed there for free for like the next
yes,
couple weeks.
Yeah.
I didn't know the details specifically, so I didn't want
May.
to.
Yeah, I
But
gotta
yeah. But definitely turning Earth Girls Are Easy because they are definitely quarterbacking the whole waxing concept and mission and everything.
Yeah.
It's definitely really cool. And our sister podcast is
Doing well.
they're doing some things. They're on notice. I'm keeping my eye out on them.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
The
even
Dames
though-
of Dank.
Yeah.
As pre-recorded
I like
live.
how they shy away from dank. I'm like, y'all cast is dank as fuck.
Dank.
we got 5 of us here. We need to make sure one of us keeps an eye on them.
You know what? When I listen to the podcast, I feel like I learned too much.
Yeah.
There's some things I do not want to know about.
My sister was on there. I was like, I don't want to know that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh yeah, so their latest one, it should have been the Rishka and Mishka show, because god damn.
Well,
They were on some crazy. That was probably one of my favorite episodes.
It's not the latest one.
Yeah,
it's
it's one-
like
one
it's
more.
mine.
Yeah.
Don't say no.
I said, oh, I didn't say no.
Oh, okay.
It was one of my favorite episodes.
It was
Because
hilarious.
your
So-
sister's got a hilarious. No,
So I kind of have something.
your sister.
I have something
Sister-in-law.
for the podcast.
Well, hold on, real quick.
They're so twisted and tied.
Listen to the episode. It was called like the
The Brazilian
Diamonds
wax.
and Pearls one?
No, Diamonds and Pearls one. It's
Yeah.
hilarious because you're gonna get to hear about a lesbian and like the way that shit goes. And if people think that chicks aren't fucking aggressive, listen to that episode.
Is she,
Yeah.
Where
And
is she?
will
Where is she
change your
from?
fucking life.
Is she from?
She's from here.
She's from like
San
here
Jose.
or like
Yeah.
Oakland.
No, San Jose.
Because it almost
wait.
sounded like she had that Oakland accent.
Risha's from San Jose. Your sister is from Inglewood originally.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, here in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Almost
Here,
Inglewood.
yeah.
Yeah, they kept it raw.
Yeah, they did.
It was great.
Yeah.
I was
Risha-
cracking up. It was
Risha
good.
said some shit at Prodigy's kid's birthday party last year. She said some shit that stuck with me to this day. She said, I may be gay, but I ain't no faggot.
Oh,
I was like, what the fuck? She was referring about taking it in his butt, so I was like, God damn.
That's old
she ain't down with
ninja.
that. Yeah.
Old ninja. Send your hate mail to old ninja.
I did not. That was a quote from
Yeah, it was a quote.
Rishka. That was a quote from Rishka. I didn't say this. Someone else said it.
we try to get sponsored by somebody.
Yeah,
Fucking shit up.
but we think it's flex.
Two steps back.
I was quoting someone else, motherfucker.
Somebody was typing up that sponsor email. And they were like, delete.
Yeah.
So do we need?
I think HR is calling.
No, Blue had something to say.
Okay.
So wait, what do you guys think about the beer or the cider?
Oh,
What do you
it's
guys-
super sweet,
It is
but I
sweet.
like it.
It had like a slightly bitter aftertaste, though.
I feel like it should be like stronger though. For like,
I would have
having bourbon
needed
in it.
an Uber driver to get home
Oh.
for a festival of that. I would have needed.
Oh, yeah, festival?
Yeah, because that's where you picked it up at, right?
Yeah. Oh no, they sell it at Whole Foods. They actually sell it everywhere. Like since I've had it, they have it at Bevmo. They have it at Safeway, Lucky's. It's shit's all over the place. I don't know why I never saw it before, but yeah, it's
It's
available.
tasty. It's
Yeah.
tasty.
So since we were talking about like doing the whole waxing thing,
I know what's
and,
coming up.
What the fuck?
And
Fuck, this better
so
not be a vibrator.
tomorrow and Friday, Kronos and Prodigy are going to be going to the Silicon Valley VR Expo, and you know. Our production value is kind of going up, and I've kind of learned some lessons when we were doing the Comic-Con. Like, you know, the audio wasn't that great. So I went
Drum roll.
and purchased
Always purchasing
I
shit.
know.
We all try to upgrade.
Professional
Fucker.
So,
Damn.
It isn't a wireless microphone. It's actually a wire one.
We had
Because
some
wireless
stickers.
ones, you have like batteries and shit like that, and
One
don't
step
have to
at a
deal with
time.
that. But yeah,
Hell
this
yeah.
can plug into like the GoPro and like
Get
know
our
we can
logo
actually
on that mofo.
talk to people and like have good handle and feel. But I also bought a microphone flag where we can put our logo on here. So when we're talking to people,
You got to
like,
make
they
sure
know who
you
the
tap
fuck
it on
we're
the
talking
forehead when they talk.
about. Does this look like a robot dick? No.
You're gonna have that dude grab the mic and say, "Fuck her right in the pussy," though.
Probably.
You need,
yes,
you
I'll
need
high
the
five.
finger grips to hold on to it,
Yeah.
like some brass knuckles, so no one can snatch the mic.
Shit, now all we need
Can't have
is
anyone
casting
Kanye
couch.
on
Actually, that'd be dope as fuck. We should get one of those. Like it's like brass knuckles and shit.
Yeah.
That'd be your mic.
That would be fucking cool.
That's cool, man. That's fucking awesome.
But yeah,
Right
so like
on.
I brought the microphone and like the wind guard for the top because we know people be popping their P's and S's and shit. But
I
yeah,
thought that was just an afro for the mic.
but it's kind of like our logo right here.
That's cool. I love it, man.
Yeah, so
All
this
we need is a
for-
casting
yeah.
couch and we're good to go.
And we're setting up some real good interviews for both of those days.
Oh, yes.
So it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
con.
we're actually gonna act like press, even though I mean we're press, but we're really just how do we put it?
geeks.
Like you guys listen to us because you trust what we have to say, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we
So,
keep it real.
It's not necessarily that we're press, but we're like influencers, so to speak.
Hell yeah.
So if we got something to say, we say it's legit. Then it's legit. If it's not, then we'll say it's not, or we'll just skip the whole YouTube video like we've done before in the past.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know what's the shit and what's not.
Hell yeah. I can't, man, dude, I'm looking forward to this. I took Friday off just to do it.
But
Yeah,
this-
I said
today was I think was the best. Was supposed to be like the best day. I
Yeah,
think.
because between like 8 and like 1 o'clock, it was all for press.
Oh,
so
wow,
all press
yeah.
can go in there, you can demo everything and stuff like that. But
Had
you
to
know,
work.
Everybody's got to work and shit.
Work. All right.
If I'd have
Well,
known that in time, I'd have taken it off.
Yeah.
But what's really cool is I have the Samsung Gear VR, and I'm going to actually be interviewing somebody tomorrow. There's an app or program or whatever you want to call it, VR experience called AltSpace VR, and I played it before, but I played it when it first came out, so there wasn't that many people. So what it is, it's a virtual world. It's a chat room basically, where you can go in there, you can chat with people, like you can have headphones on, you can speak to people, you can like share videos or web pages, and everybody can see that same web pages. So if you're on your Pornhub, everybody can see it. But I was on there today. I jumped on there today, and there was people that were in there that were at the VR convention. So I was like able to actually talk to people, which was fucking cool. And then like people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm here at the VR convention. And it's really cool. There's like a lot of people. Like you can actually hear people talking like around them, which was fucking really cool. So
Very nice.
I'm really cool, and I'm really excited about this whole fucking weekend.
Yeah,
or
it
this
should
weekend.
be an awesome ass event.
Yeah, dude.
Go
ahead.
I want to jump in and give a shout out to Russ's dad is watching right now. Big Russ from Queens, and he wanted to hear us talk about The Night is Dark and Full of Old Ass Pussy. If we're talking about them thrones.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll do that.
I did that hardcore segue.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he busted out some of that.
Dude, yeah, people.
Thrones English.
I've had several people say like, I cannot wait to hear you guys talk about them thrones.
So if you guys were not, I'm not gonna fucking say when to jump ahead. Just if you haven't watched Game of Thrones, you probably
Everyone
wanna
here's
watch
watched it, right?
Yeah, yes.
I watched it in a fucking moving truck. So
Yeah.
Y'all better
I'm
watch.
up to date. Let's do it.
So them what should we wait for a blue?
No, do it, and then he'll jump in.
He'll
Okay,
jump
so
in.
them
Woo!
thrones. The only thing you gotta know is that the redheaded chick is really fucking old.
Bitches be
I was
lying.
like,
Bitches be lying all the time.
took that necklace off and she was old as fuck.
Dude,
I was like, damn.
I thought about your makeup rant hard as fuck when I
Yeah,
saw that. I was
exactly.
like, God damn it.
Even rewind the tape. Let's flash back to Smoke Pussy when she gave birth to a smoke demon. And it wasn't smoke. It was just old dust.
You can see everything too. She had like an old shaved pussy. I was like, oh god.
I was frozen in fear. I was frozen in fear. I was like, what am I watching? I was like, do I turn away? Like, is that a respect? Because it's old. It's
That was not the future.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
too far.
HBO
was
got
like
me.
well in the past.
I was, yeah,
these hoes ain't loyal.
dude. And I was just like, Stannis fucked up, smash that old.
Yeah, he did, but
And then even the young dude that they sent off in the boat.
Baratheon's
Yeah,
bastard.
yeah.
Baratheon's
Fucking
bastard.
old-
Smash!
Smashing old grandma pussy.
But it must have felt like young pussy because they busted deep.
How's that work? And immediately that just opened my eyes. Like, let's say like like fucking Emma Frost or Jean Grey becomes old as fuck, and he's still fucking like. Jeez, I can't even run my brain around that.
I guess her shit ain't dried
Like
up.
what would you do if you found out you were smashing some hot ass chick and you found out all of a sudden it's grandma pussy?
Oh,
How would you handle that?
That's
Well, back in the day, you know how they handle it. She just died. I mean, she would literally get fucking mauled.
So wait,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I need to go back and watch some episodes because I guess the necklace is. I don't even know if they've been doing like little Easter eggs or hints with like her rubbing the necklace. I've never noticed that. But as soon as she took that shit off, it was just like the Drake came back on the Wizard of Oz.
Whoa, yeah.
wait, what show are we talking about right now?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
You watched it?
Nope.
You don't.
Motherfucker.
wait. Do you even watch?
No,
you watch
I
the
don't
show?
have HBO.
Oh shit!
I'll give you my password right now. Well, not on the thing
Damn,
because
Game of
HBO might
Thrones.
shut me down. But yeah, you need to get caught up
No.
on that.
I tried watching Game of Thrones and it was just too goddamn
Shit.
too many characters. Shit kept bouncing around.
It's good.
There
though,
was a
man.
lot of titties though. And a lot of fucking and a lot of
There were some titties on this
man.
one episode.
Right.
but there was also brothers fucking sisters.
So let's go back
hold
to the
on.
beginning.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go back to one of my favorite parts in the whole fucking show.
What's that?
Was the part where the guy that was when the king got killed over in like was it Dorne?
Oh, Dorne. Yeah.
Dorne.
The king got killed like a bitch. And
I
then,
want to
like,
be from Dorne.
Yeah, then they went for the son.
Yeah.
and they're like, "Which one of us do you want?" And then he was like,
Some
"I'll take
bad
you."
bitches.
As soon as he would have said you, I'd have been like, "All right, let's go." I'd have turned around and stabbed the other bitch in the face.
Yeah.
That's what I'd have done. And then when she stabbed him in the back of the head, I was like, "Damn!" I was
Right
like,
through his
that's how I
fucking
killed
eye.
Are
first.
so bad. They're
They are
so
bad.
bad. Like, and even when they were in the prison cell,
Oh,
and they were
last
rubbing
season?
their titties.
Oh man, when she was trying to get dude
Some
riled up, I was like,
grade A
God,
bitches.
damn.
Like
They were pretty bad.
You can lie to me, be like, I'm from Dorne.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe it's a city in the United States. I don't know. Can I buy you a drink? Like, you need to be down with my team. Like Dorne.
God damn.
Dorne got bomb ass
It's like
broads.
it's like the Bay Area, Dorne, and then everybody else.
Yeah, they were. I mean, when they're in that cell, because she stripped butt ass naked,
Dude.
and I was like, God damn.
And he's a straight up. He smashed pussy all
God.
over Westeros.
but you know, my girl Daenerys
Oh,
being
but
captured.
now she's back. Yeah, that's kind of
But now, see, I didn't know that the
Dothraki.
Dothraki, they had so many different tribes because this
Yeah.
tribe has nothing to do with the one she was.
No,
with.
it's like a
widow
different
tribe.
horde. A different horde.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool, and she was like, I was like, man, they're gonna strip off her clothes.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
and get her
Because it
done.
reminded me of maybe like 2 seasons ago where Daenerys was running around with her dragons and she's trying to talk to people. And, like, they don't even assume that she speaks, like, Valerian.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, yeah, this dumb fucking... I'm sorry if I'm cursing a lot. This dumb fucking cunt, I'm going to smash her, blah, 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 this, that, whatever. And then this episode, it brought us back to, it's like, oh, I wonder if her pussy hairs are white.
Yeah.
I was like... I forgot about how raw they just
Yeah.
completely disrespected her to her face and like not knowing that she is like extreme high
don't give a
royalty.
fuck.
They don't know that shit, and she's like, "Oh, Khal Drogo, da da da," and like
then
immediately
everything
faces
changed.
change.
Wait, that was hilarious though. It was like she was trying to find the right combination and not get fucking raped.
Yeah.
Like she was just saying,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put out everything I can.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's right, Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
All right, I ain't getting ass fucked good. But now I gotta go to a tomb and I'm gonna die in that tomb.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, so she's going to some kind of like
Averted
dungeon or some
Yeah,
shit.
but my
Like,
favorite were like the wives though, sitting back like, "Fuck this bitch."
yeah, they're like, cut off her head.
Cut this witch's head
I was
off.
like, "You salty ass."
Yeah,
broad."
they're all, she's hella pale. She
No.
must be witch. Cut off her fucking
I'm not
head.
even mad with those because they knew what the program was.
Yeah,
Because
they did.
Daenerys was slipping and let that witch fuck up Khal Drogo. That's
Ooh,
that's
that's
exactly
true.
how Khal Drogo got
That's
fucked up.
true.
And they're like, "You cut this blue-eyed bitch's fucking head off." And they're like, yeah, cut it off. They're like, nah, I want to fuck her first. After you're done fucking her, I want to fuck her.
Yeah, they're trying to pass
And then,
her around.
and immediately she slid down that password, like, Khal Drogo. And then they're like, oh, okay, respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, but you can't leave, but you got to roll with us because you're a widow and everything. But obviously, homeboy was
Which one?
the simps. Simp 1 and Simp 2. The guy.
Oh, the guy. So the
guy
old knight and
he's got dry. He needs the guy that needs
grayscale.
lotion.
He has grayscale.
Yeah, grayscale lotion guy, and then the dude that smashed that got replaced.
Yeah.
They're going to go chase after his woman and let me prove my love to Daenerys.
Wait,
We're going to rescue her.
Where's her
eventually.
main dragon though?
chilling, doing
eating.
dragon shit,
He's eating.
doing frying up rams.
That's how they were tracking her. As it was eating rams.
He was leaving bighorn rams.
Seemed like he's needed though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, can't you just just call him up and have him burn that whole horde?
She disrespected him. Like as a big dog owner.
Yeah.
The dog needs a nap every once in a while, and the dog, he was getting hit with spears and shit, and he had to take a rest. And she's like, "Wake up, smack, smack, smack! Wake up, we gotta go." And the dragon's like, "Fuck you, I saved your ass."
I was like, "Fuck you, I'm a dragon." I'm gonna be able to burn you, but I can fucking eat you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there's hella stories. So Jon
Snow.
all fucking
He did.
yeah, deep frosted.
He got
and
rigor
shit.
mortis and shit.
Yeah.
I like how he stalled by saying, "I need a mutton."
Yeah.
He's like, "I need a turkey leg before I make a decision."
I bet you that chick's gonna save him though.
Oh yeah, she'll probably resurrect his
yeah.
ass. I won't be surprised.
Steal
When I
his
say that
essence.
chick, I mean the red
Red witch?
young red whatever her name is.
Old
The
old
red.
Scarlet Grandma.
We call her old pussy. Old pussy gonna save him.
OG Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she probably will. And then we got Sansa Stark. Like, she escaped her rapist and shit.
Sansa has
and then,
done a complete.
yeah.
Oh,
But
you know
now-
what?
Full circle.
Fucking Ramsey has
Yes.
he's got some points
Yes.
back on the board.
It's so hilarious because even if you talk with people that are like just getting into Game of Thrones, they're like, "Oh, fuck this dude." And I was talking with someone like last year, and they're like, "Oh, fuck,
Joffrey.
no,
Joffrey.
King Kingslayer."
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, fuck, Jamie. Jamie's the worst person on the show." I was like, Jamie's all right. Where
Yeah,
I'm
you
at in
gotta
the story, Jamie's all right.
Yeah, you gotta keep watching.
Jamie's neutral.
Yeah.
And I was like, this dude Ramsey, he's a fuck boy.
Fuck
You,
boy.
you'll hate him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna hate more than fucking. I was like, you don't even know.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't even know. And now it's like, even Theon.
Yeah,
all the shit
Dickless.
and it's like I would never have thought that like I could feel any sort of
That's what I
empathy.
meant. That's what I meant. Theon. What's his last name? Theon.
Greyjoy. Yeah.
Ramsey's the other guy. The guy I fucking hate.
Yeah, he's a rapist.
Ramsey's the worst.
Yeah, he's the worst right now.
And like
The
Theon
worst.
was up there, but Theon's been catching L's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but
nonstop.
he got his manhood slipped off. Like, God.
And he just helped. What's her name?
Sansa,
Yeah, he got his manhood, and then like, all right, he was getting fucked over. But then even when he stood by and watched Sansa get raped, it's like, all right, you stupid fuck boy.
Yeah.
But then he
That was
helped
bad.
her, and I was like, all right, big, you get a little bit of credit.
And then he tried to
then
take
he
the fall
sacrificed
for
he
her.
tried to take the fall for her, and I
Yeah.
thought that shit was gonna go bad.
But bam, Brenna Tarth
Yes.
came up in
No
there,
joke.
cutting
Oh,
motherfuckers up.
yes.
That was cool.
Captain Fargeman did some shit.
Yeah, that's what I wanted her
And
to
I
do in Star
love-
Wars.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I loved how Sansa, even though she's technically royalty, she didn't really even know like the proper
It's
procedure.
been so long
Yeah.
for her.
And
She's
like-
been
yeah.
through
No,
so much
she's
shit.
not. She's not really royalty.
Yeah, well,
by blood.
But yeah, no, not even by blood. Like she's
only one
the
daughter.
Stark. No. She's a Stark. She's not a princess.
What,
In terms
what
of
about from the
She
north?
married into being a princess.
But what about her mom from the north?
is still loyal to the Starks.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make her a princess. Though. Like she doesn't know the customs of
She's
being
not
a
a
princess.
she's not a princess. But in terms
Yeah.
of like their
But
sort
they,
of
they wouldn't have taught her any of that shit.
Yeah, I
no,
Like,
yeah,
how to
she,
like knight
she
somebody.
didn't-
Like,
she didn't
wouldn't
have
know.
to learn that because
Yeah.
shit just went ape shit because she was wooing over Joffrey at the time,
Yeah.
and then shit went bad, and all of a sudden she got thrown into Joffrey's bedroom. She's like, "Oh shit, this dude's an idiot." When she was,
psycho.
let's just say she was 13 or 12, 13, 14 or whatever. She didn't know what. Yeah, she just got thrown in that situation, and she had to grow up real fucking
Well,
quick.
after that
Real
period,
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
after that, the imp, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he married her too.
Yeah.
True. But I mean,
Can we
she-
talk about the fucking scenes? 'Cause that's what I'm interested in.
They're not fucking
Who fucked
serious
who?
episode.
What booty was shaking?
Real quick though. Hodor, I need to see him back.
He's back.
This the next episode.
Yeah, I need that back.
Porto and
And
Bran.
I need to see more White Walkers. That's what I need to see.
I love that,
I need
yeah.
to see them coming through fucking more shit up.
I need to see what's
You
going
know,
on with Jon
Fuck them
Snow.
White Walkers and the White Walker privilege.
God damn.
Damn.
Walking Dead and
And
shit.
even like, I felt so bad for Arya, but
yeah.
you know Arya's
don't-
she's
yeah,
gonna
you
come
know
up
me
again.
badass.
You know
I
Arya's gonna be on
so
the
you
incline.
know she's being tested.
Yeah.
So you know that she's gonna, pass the test. It's just gonna take some time.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be such a strong character later on. It's gonna be great.
That's probably gonna die. Like in the middle of her training, she's probably gonna die. That's gonna be, I'd be so
you
fucking
can't,
mad.
you can't
I
have
would be
trust.
mad.
That's true. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
have trust in
But there's
any
like a
of
few
these
characters where like I would almost watching the show if they died, and Arya's one of them.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
she's
her.
good. But I mean, she's with a band of assassins, so they're trying to train
not
her.
now. She's not.
Yeah.
Well,
she's
she
on
fucked
the
up.
outs, yeah.
She's at the.
But this is a test for her to get back and
Maybe.
She's got to work her way up. The
yeah,
ranks.
she's got to work her way back in and learn from them because she was more about revenge, and they were like, you need to learn, to pick your targets and do as we say, and she was like using them to do her own agenda.
So and not to gloss over Jamie and then
the twin fuckers.
yeah, like what are your guys' thoughts on that? Because that's a real interesting
On what?
the
Lannisters.
the Lannisters
Jamie and
where
Oh, he's
Cersei.
back.
yeah
Oh,
and
he's
you
gonna-
almost I almost
He's gonna
felt
go for
ba-
revenge.
I almost felt bad for
Cersei?
Cersei because like she had this prophecy and then all of a sudden she's watching her daughter come back on the boat and she's killed and
Dead as
everything
fuck, yeah.
and the shit that's going on in Dorne. It's like she's a bitch and everything. I feel bad
Yes.
for her. It doesn't change my overall perception of her, but it's like oh shit, that sucks for her.
Well, the daughter was innocent.
But
But
it's my favorite show on TV.
Also the whole clergy shit having the
fuck
queen.
them. Fuck
that
them.
is some crazy shit.
Jamie's gonna go fuck that shit up,
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
dude, that you need to unleash that rhino motherfucker.
because they're like,
Juggernaut.
confess.
Yeah.
Shame.
That my girl's in prison. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
I
my,
like her.
Yeah,
She's awesome.
She's great. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
Marjorie?
Marjorie, Queen Marjorie.
She's on my
Oh.
list. She's on my list.
Oh, she was at Comic-Con last year.
Where?
She was at.
He got deadly serious. Like,
Where?
She was on the panel. I don't know. If Prodigy was.
Give me a
with
city and give me a
I
date.
missed that one.
No, it was. She was promoting a new movie with her and Ben Kingsley, and it's a zombie movie. Actually,
I'll propose right
Patient
now.
Zero. Patient Zero is the name of the
I'll
movie.
find it.
Very
I'll
nice.
promote that shit. I love me some.
Obrigado. I know what you mean. Thank you. He's speaking of Spanish in the chat, or speaking in Portuguese. Sorry, in the chat.
Yeah,
room.
because we have a Portuguese or
Yeah,
a
if-
Brazilian fan in the chat room.
Yeah,
right
if
now.
y'all didn't know, we do a lot of reaction videos.
Yep.
We're big.
Yeah, so if you listen to the podcast, probably have no idea, but we have a YouTube channel.
We're huge.
And
that's what she
we
said.
do a lot of reacts, and most of the reactions are either K-pop, Brazilian videos, or now I guess J-rock, which is Japanese rock videos, baby metal.
Oh, and
Fucking awesome,
movie
so.
trailers. We
Yeah,
do
movie
trailers.
trailers. So, yeah, so check out our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
That's good
because
shit.
Your boy Russ was talking about the mountain. Well, now he's like a fucking
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
he's a
shit.
juggernaut. He's
Yeah,
a juggernaut
he's some shit.
slash
The Frankenstein.
rhino.
He's
yeah,
Frankenstein.
I can't wait till they unleash him.
And
They just be like, go and I don't want to say fuck religion. Fuck that religion.
Yeah.
They need to unleash that motherfucker. And he just needs to start kicking, stomping, and tearing that shit. I can't even wrap my brain around
First,
this.
you need to confess.
Like, I'm the fucking king of this
Yeah.
motherfucking city, and you're gonna take my queen. You're gonna take Marjorie from me? Nah,
king,
bro.
The king is a boy, though,
Yeah,
a
he's
young
a bitch
boy,
up.
and everyone's in his ear, telling him what to do, and they took his.
But
mom
they took
from
his
him.
mom and his,
And his wife.
and his fine lady.
Oh,
They sure did.
he's a boy
Yeah.
and his
And
wife got
they-
taken from him.
Yeah, he's like 13.
Yeah.
and he's king, and
Yeah,
he
he
married
doesn't even know.
a 20-something
He got his
year old
first
woman.
hand job from this girl.
Yeah,
I remember my first hand job.
The rap
should be
came
loyal.
down. Mom couldn't tell me shit. I'd be like, you took my pussy, and I got guards. I'm like, take this bitch away.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck you, no school. Just have your guard.
I'd be like, Lemonhead, unacceptable.
Yes. Speaking of lemons, are we gonna? Yes.
That's what I wanted to segue to.
Yeah. Speaking of lemons,
Fucking lemonade.
So-
God damn.
I didn't even know I
No,
did
you want
that.
to set it up? Go ahead. You want to set it up? Go ahead.
I'll set it
I think
up.
you're the only one that watched
Yeah.
it.
No,
I saw the
we
whole
are.
thing. I got
You watched
plenty.
it too?
I got plenty on this. Go
So,
ahead.
for the people that don't know, Kronos, go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. So yeah, Beyonce released this concept thing out. Well, she released an album called Lemonade.
It's not her first time doing it.
Really, like the whole album has
Yeah,
been
she's done it
Yeah,
before.
she's done it before.
She's done it
Yeah.
before.
That was I'm not a huge fan of hers. I like some of her songs, but not a whole bunch. But this whole album, the way that she did it with, she made basically a movie out of the album. It basically a long ass music video, and it was badass. Like I fucking loved it. I loved everything. The fact that she put in what was going on in her own personal life, shit about Jay-Z, and then shit about her dad, mixed with a poem and shit like that. It was fucking great. Like it was beautiful. Like all the visuals, music and shit like that was beautiful. It was a masterpiece, really.
Okay.
And but criticisms is that it's very obvious to me that Jay-Z cheated on her at some point in time. I mean,
I'll get back to that. All right.
If he didn't, then maybe I missed the whole fucking message. But if he did, then why the fuck you with that dude?
I'm confused about that, but obviously I'll let you guys jump in.
It seemed
'cause
very
I
clear to
have a
me.
lot of questions.
So for me, first things first, I think that this was her moonwalker. I think that that's kind of how you have to put this into context.
It was real specific.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get you. But Moonwalker, even though it was kind of a mess, it was still
You're talking about Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
That was
Beyonce's
great.
out
That was
there.
great too.
But it was still like a movie album, basically.
Yeah, but it wasn't like this. Was like super emotional. You know what I mean?
No, I hate
That's why I
it's
like
her version.
it.
Definitely her version. The other thing that has to be said up front, this was Beyonce making something as a black woman for black women as a whole.
Well, I think it was not just maybe not just for black women. I think it's for like women in general that have been cheated on. No, I have to disagree. Because, well, even if she didn't, it's still hitting home for a lot of women
I agree. With
that are
Ernest.
not black.
It can appeal, but I'm just saying why she made it. And that was clear from the videos
I don't-
itself.
Well, visualizations,
I
yeah,
don't
but-
see why it needs to be a racial thing. I
Yeah.
think it's a woman empowerment thing. It's like
But
if
did you see the whole video?
I
Or the whole
didn't see-
hour-long
I didn't see
thing?
the entire thing, but I think I'm going to let you go on with your point because you know more about it than I do.
No,
so
I watched it. I mean, we can debate about it.
One
Yeah,
thing,
no,
one thing
this
I was
is
gonna
opinion,
say.
but go ahead.
One thing I was gonna say is that I'm kind of iffy about if it was really about Jay-Z, just because she released an album on Tidal, which is owned by Jay-Z.
That's a very good
And
point.
what person's gonna fucking release an album on her husband's company's
Yeah, well,
dime?
it's one of my many questions.
It's not just on Tidal. It's on iTunes.
It's on
now.
iTunes too, but it's
But-
on Tidal too.
But so I thought it seemed to me that it was obvious that he cheated or did something that was
He probably
fucked
did.
up, and so like it kind of misses the whole point for me. It's like you can't make this super empowering album if you're with a dude that cheated on you.
That's if he cheated.
I'm so
right?
confused about that because like, and when I was driving when I got word of this whole Lemonade aspect or concept, and I'm like, are they still together? Did I miss something? Are
They are still
broken
together,
up?
yeah.
So it's like, how does your wife release this sort of diss album or
And he's in the fucking
this
shit, too.
visual diss album
and kind of leading up
on
to
you
it, too.
and you're cool with it, or like how like that seems like a big
So
spider
let
web
me
of
set this
shit.
shit up for you right now.
Okay.
Well,
All right, I think that's why Solange beat his ass.
Yeah.
And
that makes
Well, he
sense.
didn't beat his ass. She didn't beat his
fucked his
ass.
ass up.
He
fucking
was
up.
he was in a position where he can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to... Well, okay.
Yeah.
But also,
But they
like,
fought.
kind of,
They fought.
Well, she
Leading
fought.
up
she
to-
fought
shit.
him.
Yeah.
Security just stood.
Go ahead.
for it.
Heard it.
Leading up to this album, there's been rumors that there's been issues with
Infidelity,
relationship
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, they had a party and it was Beyonce was seen walking around without a ring on.
Yes.
And then like, there's been times where like the two aren't like talking to each other like whatsoever, even though they're at their same fucking event. They're just not talking to each other. So
Okay, let's back up a little
really
bit. Let's back up.
Well,
Let's back up.
let's hear Prodigy's fucking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So let's back up a whole lot on this. Yeah, I mean, for me and watching it, this was almost an all black female, 1 hour long, very empowering and very. The right words I guess I want to use is very introspective of what her life is, basically. And I'm not a huge fan of hers.
Yeah.
There was a lot of spoken word that went over my head, and I didn't like with the poetry and whatnot.
I appreciated it.
But this definitely was her saying, from my perspective and from a lot of people's perspective, this definitely was her as a black woman talking to other black women and with other black women in it. I mean, that was a huge aspect of it. All the way around with her background dancers, with Jay-Z's actual grandmother giving the speech about Lemonade, and then a Malcolm X quote about black women in there that was very prominent as well. I mean, you can't take that out of seeing the video and saying that wasn't intentionally in there.
What is she trying to say? Because there's a lot of implied and sort of like not so subtle statements.
About Jay-Z, or is that what we're
Very
talking?
direct.
Yeah, no, that was very clear, and I believe probably he did have some issues with infidelity with her. There's no doubt about it.
By her doing this, and I have so many questions. I don't want this segment to just become like a Q&A.
No, go ahead.
So her doing this is what? Putting him on notice?
Well, twofold. Number one, and again, I'm not a Beyonce fan. I don't want to, pretend to be part of the Beehive, which I'm going to get back to with the Beehive because I got some problems with them. But number one, when it comes to her, this was her expressing herself.
Okay.
You're right about him owning the majority of Tidal, or whatever. That's definitely an aspect of it. But he is in the video too.
Well, I don't even care about the business aspect of it, but let's just go from a personal relationship. I mean, the vast 80% of the room's in a relationship, or whatever. If I have an issue with my wife, your girlfriend, whoever, and let's say we have some sort of infidelity and everything, and she all of a sudden drops it, and the audience that she has. If she's dropping a sort of tell-all, like exposure sort of video thing on prime time, like how does that go over? Like, I think that's something that should be handled internally, and it's weird for me.
Get in there.
Can I set up a situation for you right now?
Yeah.
Listen, Beyonce's fucking Beyonce. Jay-Z kind of looks like a monster. All right?
He's an ugly dude.
So, yeah, he's not a very attractive guy. I ain't gay or nothing, but it's Jay-Z. All right, so I think what likely had happened was that he cheated on Becky with good hair. And then what she said...
a white girl? Is that...
No, it's...
No,
it's
it,
Becky.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Rachel Roy. R-O-Y. Not Rachel Ray.
Speculation. But
Rachel Roy.
It's a speculation.
Oh, okay.
But what happened was she got fucking pissed. They went through their shit. And she was like, look, the only way you're going to survive this fucking shit and keep this ass is if I'm going to make this fucking diss album and you're going to be on that motherfucker.
And I'm making shit.
Then we're fucking done.
that definitely.
I think that's what likely had happened.
I think there's a high probability with that. I wouldn't dispute that at all. What I will say is, one way or another, there was a reconciliation, and you could see that at the very end.
Yes. However, I think that's a huge problem for me, for like women and even men. Look, if somebody cheats on you, I can't stand that shit. If somebody fucking cheats on you, do not stay with them. Fucking leave them. That's not a good message for women or men anywhere.
I think that's something that should be worked out between that person A and person. I'm not going to tell people how to dictate.
I'll tell them right now. I'm dictating your shit right now. Look, if somebody cheats on you, fucking leave them.
I'm not going to
find somebody new.
I'm not going to dictate someone else's relationship. I think that's a person A and a person B conversation, and you guys should work that out. I think it's so.
How are you gonna work that out? It's like the odds are stacked.
There's a lot of shit that gets worked out.
But it gets worked out, but for how long? I have not known one single fucking relationship that has survived infidelity. Not one.
I know several, but
let me just say this too. We don't know what type of, even though they are legally married, we don't know what type of marriage they have. There may be behind the scenes something to the equivalent of, it's okay if you dip out at certain times, but not with certain people. A quasi-openness with a relationship. We don't know. We have no fucking clue.
Like, what's your name?
We have no clue. But that's neither here nor there with speculating on what goes on with them and their marriage, because they are, before this, very private people.
But it's just bad.
They're very private.
It's bad to say for like people that are, especially younger people, because people are going to think they can change people.
Yeah.
And for the most part, you really can't.
No.
There's a lot of truth to that. The only thing I would say, though, is Jay-Z is a superstar in his own right.
They both
are.
They both don't need each other.
All I said was, in his own right, he's a superstar.
Fuck your opinion. I'm just kidding.
At one point in time, they were the most richest couple in the world.
He's a superstar in his own right, and it's very different with a famous dude getting pussy thrown at you left and right versus just somebody. But it's still. I'm not saying that it makes it right, and I'm not saying that you have to stay with somebody.
The problem. Look, if Jay-Z's getting pussy thrown left and right, I have no argument against that. But then it's not Beyonce. Like, look, I'm Beyonce. Beyonce's hot as fuck.
She is.
She basically has the goddamn trifecta. She's hot as fuck. She's pretty fucking smart, and she's a goddamn millionaire.
She is.
Like, how? There's no
Jay-Z,
no lose there.
Jay-Z was rich before Beyonce was rich.
Much.
Yeah,
Very
so-
true.
But
Jay-
she's still rich though, and she's hot. Jay-Z's not hot.
Doesn't matter.
He's not. Yes, that does matter.
Well, I mean,
From the female
to these-
aspect of things.
yeah, to these women, coming at him,
Hold up.
it doesn't matter what he
Hold
is.
up. So, from someone who has not seen the video, I have two questions from this. One, how is it that she's able to make this album without Jay-Z's like knowledge of
Exactly.
it, or even coming in and hearing that?
That's where
And then two,
I have a side eye.
How do we not know that this is all just some big
Publicity?
production?
I agreed.
Like Prodigy said, like Moonwalker. This could be something that she was expressing.
That's agreeing,
Kind of
but-
like, so when Usher put out Confessions,
Yes.
he explicitly stated that song was about people that he knew, and he knew a lot of guys that were
No,
in that, and that did not happen to him.
It
per
turned out
se.
he did though.
Yeah, I know it did, but he said it was about a lot of people that were in that situation.
Can I jump in on that? And I want to come back to that real quickly. The one piece of shade that I have on the video itself, or the actual movie, or whatever the fuck we're calling it, if you're gonna have The Weeknd singing some hooks, God fucking damn it, don't CNC Music Factory his ass. He's almost a household name. You have to show him in the fucking video. Don't fucking use his voice and not have a hologram or some kind of goddamn animated version of him. Show the goddamn Weeknd, Beyonce.
and it's
and it's shitty hair.
Yeah. And real quick, one other quick piece of shade: the dumbasses in the Beehive. And the Beehive are hardcore Beyonce fans. And yeah, this is Prodigy coming at you for a little bit. Y'all went at Rachel Ray, the fucking chef.
I love Rachel Ray.
Fucking person.
Yeah, they came
I
at
get my
her.
recipes.
They came at her. Notice they were too fucking chicken shit to come at Jay-Z, because Jay-Z's a big time dude, and obviously you're not going to come at him. But they came at the wrong person. No apologies. All kinds of weird ass attacks online. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Also, like, fuck them as well, because Rachel Roy, they did come after her.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually they came after
When they
her.
learned how to
That's a
spell,
suspected one.
But they went after her kids too. Like they were on her Facebook,
that- you
on the
can't do
kids'
that. You
Facebook,
can't
saying,
do
"Hey,
that.
like, hey, your mom's a whore. You're not
Fuck
a whore
that.
too," and blah blah blah. Dude, that's fucked up. Like, leave kids out of this shit.
All right, so
There's so many
got
questions.
We got a question
What
from
you got?
From the chat room.
What you got?
And I'm pretty sure. It's from PRL,
Oh, okay.
and I'm pretty sure the question he's asking is. Let me scroll back up.
What's the point of this whole conversation?
Wait, should we concern about pointing us out to him, or wait?
Wait, what?
is this about his comment?
Oh shit! I thought he was talking about something else. God damn it! I fucked this all up.
Fucking
Oh, take that
So,
out.
someone
ears,
actually,
or-
someone in the chat brought up about R. Kelly's video, "Trapped in the Closet."
Fuck R. Kelly.
Yeah,
First of all,
this ain't got
However,
nothing to do with
completely
this.
that was all
different.
about. Yeah, but I mean, it could be on that production level where it was
No,
about
this
telling.
is way
I
higher.
haven't seen it.
Okay,
so.
this is movie quality in terms of the productive. You got Serena in there twerking, which was awesome.
that was great.
That was excellent. I like a lot of the stuff visually in there,
Like Caveman.
and I probably liked a good 4 or 5 songs a whole lot. You know what I mean? And I'm not a hardcore Beyonce fan. There's no shade in this with me, but I'm much more a Jay-Z fan musically, and the people who have come at Jay-Z historically have all either been dead or have been irrelevant.
If we're comparing like careers, like
Yep.
it's really not a comparison in terms of like what they came up from and what they built up. Like
Yeah.
Jay-Z built, literally, he was slinging rocks in projects,
Marcy projects in Brooklyn.
and he
Well,
became a complete empire. Where
Well, Beyonce wasn't doing shit, and she built the Beehive. So.
Yeah. Well,
Beyonce was with her father and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
That was
Exactly.
catered to her being a pop singer with her family and her dad running the business and then kicking people out that she didn't want in her group.
One
to
quick
promote
stat.
herself.
One quick stat on Jay-Z, because it needs to be said. He's actually tied with the Beatles for the most
the great album.
actual albums on the Billboard Top 100 with 13. Nobody else has done that. U2, Michael Jackson, Prince, Garth Brooks. Nobody has done what Jay-Z has done, and there's a lot of people who don't like rap.
No, I mean he's a great artist. Don't get me wrong. He's a great rapper. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't make him if he did.
He's
cheat
a
on
great
her.
businessman.
He is still an asshole if he did cheat on her.
I-
nothing.
yeah,
I
no, we're
hear
not
you on that.
defending. We're not defending
with,
that.
with the exception of if there's something in their relationship, which we don't know, that allows him
Yeah.
like
certain
some
things.
kind of clause.
We've heard
some type of open.
I won't even go there
What
with
the
that.
fuck?
We-
Yeah,
we-
I could imagine. Hold on, it's Beyonce speaking. Yeah, I'm Beyonce. Go fuck who you want to fuck. I'm Beyonce.
If it's in another
That
continent,
don't make no fucking sense.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is
I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying
we've
I don't
heard
know.
we've heard one side. We've heard a very very definitive statement
We've only heard one side.
from one side of the story.
That didn't result in a divorce.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah,
together so far.
that's why I have so many
I don't.
questions.
So many questions. However, Jay-Z knowing about this, it's not like he was all surprised. He's in the goddamn video.
That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
He could have released whatever the fuck he wanted to release on title.
Yep.
She's fine with it.
Yeah.
Whatever beef she's had that
Where's
she's throwing
his
out
side
there.
of the story?
Where's
I
his
don't
side?
know.
There is no side of this. There's no his side of the story. He had plenty of time.
If you're Jay-Z and you're gonna embarrass me, and I'm Jay-Z, like Jay-Z, even though Jay-Z's got more weight than Beyonce.
Yeah, he knows he's in the fucking doghouse, man. That's why this seems way more credible. Because
So is he leaves Beyonce and he goes what? He goes marry Rihanna? Like is he who's catching a loss with
he
that?
got lucky with Beyonce.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
No, he
yes,
didn't.
yes.
No, he didn't.
Look at this motherfucker.
No, it doesn't matter what he looks.
Yes,
what
it
he looks
does.
I'm
Yes,
not
it
with you on
does.
that.
No,
I'm not with you
no,
on that.
no.
Yeah.
Jay-Z can have any chick he wanted
No,
to.
he cannot. No, he cannot.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he
Let's
can.
do it. We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll.
Internet. Let us know, please. We do need to do a poll on this.
Jay-Z's been-
Put it on Twitter.
Jay-Z
Put that
can
shit on
have
Twitter.
almost any chick he wants.
Jay-Z-
but
how
he's
old
got
is
Beyonce,
Jay-Z?
who is fucking hot as fuck, who has her own fucking money.
Yeah, you
So,
can't get higher than that.
Yeah,
He
like,
doesn't. Money is not an.
Money
it
is
doesn't
not just
matter to
money.
him.
It's not just money.
Well, you brought up money.
No. I told you it's a trifecta. She's fine as fuck. She's arguably
Okay,
one of the
that,
hottest.
that can be replaced.
Arguably one of the hottest chicks on the planet. Okay.
All right.
Second, she's fucking smart. Third, she makes a shitload of money.
How she?
She makes a shitload of through the way that she makes her money. I'll give you the Kim K argument back to you.
I-
All right, if you
I
want
didn't
to
even-
go on that fucking route.
Why does every time someone else brings up Kim K, it gets thrown at me like I brought the name up? I'm so confused by this shit.
No, I'll feed you back your own argument.
No,
Good.
I'm-
she makes money, and she's pretty smart. Like
But
with her brand,
She became
she's smart.
famous because of
She's
her
smart
dad.
with her, she is smart with her brand.
She became famous because of her dad.
So
Okay, well,
running her
this
business.
is the
but
same.
okay.
I could have said the same thing about Kim Kardashian, which I've said. You're just feeding the same bullshit back to
You
me.
said her name twice. But go ahead.
No, I'll say it 3 times. Kim Kardashian. 4 times. Kim Kardashian.
You're
Wait,
obsessed.
doesn't matter.
All right.
was she
No,
up
no.
here? Because
ahead.
he unzipped my dick for that.
Look, you don't have to worry
Put your
about
shit away.
fucking Beyonce and her fucking you over because she has her own money. For the most part.
Jay-Z had money for hella days before.
Listen to what I just said again. If you fuck Beyonce, you don't have to worry about her fucking you over for money. For the most part.
She won't take
if
half.
you're
I
fucking
got
some
you.
other chick, you do.
Yes,
You get it
she will
now?
take half.
I get you on that, with the exception of, again, we don't know what the hell was going on with their relationship.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's hard to get, somebody like Beyonce was like the top of pretty much everything.
I hear you.
Yeah, Queen
It's
Beyonce.
hard for most
Queen
people.
Bee.
But again, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's
been the king
big
since like
time.
95, 96.
Who was Jay-Z's last girlfriend?
He didn't need to have a
Jay-Z
girlfriend. It's like Derek Jeter.
Nobody
Derek
fucking
Jeter.
knows. No, that's amazing, right?
He's never been married.
He's like Derek Jeter. No one.
If you look him up, he's had a long list prior to Beyonce of girlfriends. No
Video
marriages.
vixens.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there.
He's a businessman.
Yeah,
Well,
he is a
here's-
mogul, man.
Here's my thing is,
I'm not saying he's not a mogul.
Yeah,
What I'm saying though is Beyonce's pretty out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mogul
They're
herself.
both superstars. I completely get that.
so hold up. If this were true, why has he not put out like a?
That's
what I'm
why.
saying.
That's why I'm
Here's-
sort of thinking
I'm
this
thinking
is.
that this.
That's
he
what I'm
maybe-
thinking is true.
Yeah, well,
he was okay with this.
I'm thinking
no matter
that-
what, he was okay with
I
it.
think
I'm
they're
thinking
both
he's put-
okay. They got to be both
yeah,
okay with
I
this.
think this is they let this as a couple come out, let people talk about it, get people on the thing about it, and then because this could have been a collaboration between the two of them.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we'll see like in the summer, Jay-Z
on.
drop something.
I don't give a fuck how much money you make. If somebody's like, "Hey, I'm gonna make an album shitting on you," or it's gonna allude to be shitting on you, and we're just gonna release it, and
Yeah.
you can't say shit, I'd be like,
No, it's
you
not
can
about
eat a
no.
dick.
They
Fuck that shit.
they
Yeah.
probably
Exactly.
agreed on it, and he was like, "You drop this first.
No.
I'm gonna not say nothing until July."
No,
and then I'm
no.
gonna drop my-
That's why
way.
this thing is so weird to me.
Yeah.
Because
unless
he's taking the full blunt of this thing.
and not saying shit.
Unless they make after all the shit like dies down, if they made a YouTube video of them roll around the fucking
A
money that
YouTube.
they made butt naked saying like, ha ha ha, this shit was all a joke, then I'd be like, okay, maybe it was a joke.
No, it won't be no.
So,
No.
real quick, I'm just going to say this.
They're gonna say this is
Women
art.
money.
Yeah.
He's too smart for this. Like,
That's the thing.
He's too fucking smart, and everyone is so obsessed in the now that Jay-Z's been doing this shit since '95 or whatever. Everyone's like, oh well, Beyonce got him. Beyonce. Jay-Z's been playing chess, and she's been playing Connect Four checkers.
Let me piggyback on that.
I don't know about that.
No, hold on. Let me piggyback on that because people are disrespecting Jay-Z. Respect. But the real
respect.
The real deal is this: when he basically almost stabbed somebody to death for bootlegging his album in '99. Did he go to jail and get charged with murder and actually serve his sentence? No.
I forgot about that.
When motherfucking Nas came at him and was talking all kind of shit in diss records, how's Nas's career now? Is he a mogul? Nope.
Nope.
How about Beanie Siegel or Damon Dash or Amelie or anybody?
No.
Tupac, anybody. And
These are all small fries compared to, and like it's Beyonce, whatever. Jay-Z is in his own separate tier.
you better tell him.
Jay-Z is in his own separate tier, and Beyonce is like a tier below him.
True.
No,
it's
like,
true.
We can have
You know what it is?
we can have a discussion where I can do my homework to like throw some stats down on it. Jay-Z is in his own separate tier in terms of a mogul, a artist, a businessman. He owns a fucking franchise.
Yeah, let me piggyback on that too. When they met, he, obviously being older and more established, helped her, with her career quite a bit. He deserves a lot of credit for
He
that.
boosted her more than she boosted him.
And here's the other thing too. He gave her way more street credibility than she would ever have. Now, what's that worth? You could debate that.
So I'm jumping on. I just did a quick Google search to see
Beyonce's
who's
net worth versus Jay-Z's.
Jay-Z.
It's close, but Jay-Z's more.
No, so Beyonce's net worth for 2016 estimated net worth is $450 million, but her husband Jay-Z's net worth is $650 million. So that's a good $200 million difference, which is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, but there's also nobody else that's a woman in the industry that is anywhere near her.
But their combined
He's not
fucking
a-
total
I
together
don't-
is $1
he's-
billion.
I just think when we're talking about people like these two mega superstars, the numbers don't really matter. It's not like, I'm taking a hit in my pocket because I broke up with it.
No,
Like,
it should matter when you're getting married to somebody.
Yeah.
at that level, I don't think it does.
Yes, it does.
When you're making $650 and you're losing.
Well, no, I mean, like if they're both like relatively, like if you're both making millions, it's not a huge deal. You're right. If you're in triple digits, it's not a big deal. But if somebody's not making anything, and you're making millions,
I agree.
That's what I was talking about.
I agree.
Yeah.
These people,
It's like
they're
Eddie
not.
Murphy brought up.
They're superhumans that we're talking about. We're not talking about regular people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you
they're-
can't just go on the street and like try to pick up on some chick that don't make shit because then they'll take half his shit.
I agree with that.
Most people are trying to get to six figures. They're working their way to a billion.
Yeah.
No,
Well, they're in billions. They're already in billions.
Billion. Yeah,
Billion.
they're a billion combined. Yeah.
All right.
But at least
Are we getting
Jay-Z
back-
didn't rap about like hooking up with some chick that just wanted him for his money, like somebody I know.
Wait.
I don't even know where we're going with that.
Like Kanye.
Oh,
We're not gonna go down this rabbit hole.
another person that brings up Kanye or Kardashian.
It's not
Besides,
like it's a goddamn shit we can't talk about. What the fuck?
y'all are more obsessed than I am. I think y'all are fangirls.
These are facts. Like, what the fuck?
Let's move it on, fangirls. Let's move it on.
All right.
Can we talk about the Flash?
I didn't
yeah,
watch
I
it,
don't
but
even
go
know.
ahead.
You didn't watch The Flash?
I didn't watch it yet.
God damn!
I didn't watch it yet, but y'all go ahead.
That was a perfect sound drop. I love that. That was good.
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead, talk about Flash.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. It was good.
God, it was so fucking good, dude. I want to say it's probably my favorite episode.
God damn.
So we get to see. So Flash lost his powers.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
okay.
So he gave up his powers, and it went to Zoom,
Yes.
who is a bad motherfucker.
I love Zoom.
And we get to see Flash still trying to be a hero
Without his powers.
without his powers. So
Holy
he
shit.
even throws on a suit to try to like stop some bad guys. But Killer Frost gets to meet her Earth One counterpart.
Caitlin?
Yeah, she gets to meet Caitlin, and their interaction with those two were pretty fucking cool. It's like, hey, your mom was like a bad person, blah blah blah. She's like, oh, that sounds like my mom. Like we have similar moms. Like our mom stories are the same. Well, how come we're fucking different? She's like, well, I went to school and blah blah blah. I dropped out. Blah, blah. But Caitlin decides to try to save Killer Frost because Zoom has her trapped in a container where she can't get out. And then this is the best fucking scene ever. So Caitlyn gets her out. She breaks the glass, and of course, fucking Killer Frost is all about fucking killing motherfuckers. So she goes to kill her with Frost, and so
with an icicle.
Yeah, so Killer Frost uses her powers. She makes the floor icy, and Caitlyn slips on it, and she throws a fucking icicle at her, and she fucking throws at her, and then fucking and slows down, and that's when Zoom. Killer Frost had said that the reason why Caitlyn was there, or that Killer Frost was still there, is because Zoom thought she was still Caitlyn. Like that's why he kept her kind of same.
Well, he is Caitlyn.
They look the same. And she threw a fucking icicle at her, and time slows down. The fucking icicle goes through. Zoom fucking shows up, and he phases through Caitlyn, who back is toward the door, phases through her, catches the fucking icicle, and fucking stabs Killer Frost.
That was a sick ass scene.
It was a dope ass fucking scene. It was so fucking good. It was like my favorite scene of all fucking time.
Zoom is becoming my favorite fucking hero.
Dude,
he's not a hero. What the fuck?
Well, to me, he's a hero. I love him.
Fuck that.
Like
shit.
Deathstroke.
I love Deathstroke.
Giving your kids nightmares and shit.
Yeah,
There was actually, and then there's actually like another metahuman like threat. So Barry has to face him down without his powers. So that was pretty interesting because the whole squad had to show up and help him out. And then Wells has his own little B story too.
Dude, I really love Caitlyn. Like I
Caitlyn's
didn't
cool.
like her at
with
first.
I like her with blonde hair.
I just
Yeah,
kinda,
she does. She looks
pretty badass.
And it was funny
blonde hair.
because Killer Frost was like, "Hey, you know, after we get out of here, I'll give you some little wardrobe tips.
Yeah,
she's
she
talking
show your
hella
tits and shit.
Yeah, she's like, why are you hiding the girls?
Yeah.
what are you doing?
She's like, you seen this body?
Yeah, right. I was like,
She looks good as Killer Frost.
Yeah,
dog.
she does look good as Killer Frost. So they bring back Wells' daughter. So
Okay, good.
I don't know if she's joining the team or not, or what's going on.
Of course she is. She's gonna be a speedster.
Yeah, eventually, but not anytime soon. I mean,
What about Wally though?
Well,
Wally had
hinting.
he had more development in this episode. Actually,
Wait, isn't he in the cage?
No.
Not
Well, we don't know who's in the cage, and
Oh.
Zoom threatened Caitlyn if he tries to free whoever's in that cage,
I think I
that
know
he
who's
dies
in there,
too. We don't know.
We don't know, but
we don't know for sure.
Because
but
they kind of give a little hint because Zoom is like, "Hey, man, like, you know what? You know what I'm gonna
he
fucking
just
do?"
says you won't believe who's in there.
No, he says he talks about how like he wants to conquer multiple
Earths, yeah.
Earths. So this
For that speed.
the person in Iron Mask might be a version of him, but the Flash.
It
of
could be
another
Wally
dimension.
West.
Yeah.
I'm saying
It
it's
could be Wally West. It could be him in another dimension where he's actually a good fucking guy.
How
Maybe.
many more episodes we have for the end of the season?
I think there's like
Three.
four,
Two or
three or
three?
four.
Something
No,
like
there's
that, yeah.
because we still haven't seen Black Siren yet.
Yeah.
Which she's supposed to be on there, and there's another episode they were talking about which hasn't aired yet. So there's a few more episodes left.
It's a good
You
show.
know what's kind of crazy about this episode too? It's actually really fucking depressing because we got to see a person who was affected by a metahuman. You got to see a metahuman who didn't want his fucking powers.
Oh, wow.
And he kidnapped Wells to help him get over his condition because he was super fucking strong, like super crazy strong. But every time he used his powers or his abilities, he got older. So he started off as an 18-year-old, and by the time you see him, he's like in his 30s. And every time he used like his strength, he got older and older and older. And it got to the point where he fucking ended up dying at the end.
Damn,
So it's like,
that's
dude,
fucking-
damn.
Yeah, it was,
fucked up.
they did great effects with him
Yeah, they
aging.
did.
I was like, holy shit.
They put money into this show.
Now they did. Before in the first season, they're like, "Oh, there's not enough money on this." But
you
they've
never
been-
know.
You never know. But I mean, they've been pooling, I think, their money from like the Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow to like
good.
help each other out. So I mean, this is I think the most growth on the show was at least in this episode. I'm sorry, was Wally. Because Wally actually stopped being a little bitch and was like, no one's ever reached out and tried to save me or do anything for me. So he wanted to thank the Flash.
That's good
So he, got to meet the Flash, and he still hasn't put it together. But
All right.
And it's really cool. For next week, they kind of show a little snippet where Barry's going to try to get his powers back.
yeah,
Good
look,
shit.
and it's going to be
And
dangerous.
his
as fuck.
dad's going to be back in town
Is
again.
that when he's gonna electrocute himself, basically?
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
So when I saw
Wait,
that
are you trying to
scene-
say you watching this or what?
No, I ain't watching it.
No,
it's-
I know about the character.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna say like in the Flashpoint paradox where Barry Allen doesn't have his powers and he tries to get it back by like working with Thomas Wayne, who's Bruce Wayne's father, and kind of the other Earth story or whatever. And he fucking basically gets electrocuted where he's fucking like burns all of his skin and shit like that. And he still fucking goes back and do the whole process again. And actually ends up getting his powers the second time around.
Can I stick with DC? Because I got one big story to jump in here. So we're getting the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so if you look on our Twitter and Facebook page, we have the trailer listed on there for the Killing Joke.
I'm excited. What do y'all think? Rated R version.
Hey, put your dick away, all right?
Wait, we talking to him or me? 'Cause
I know. Blue was about to start fapping.
No, I haven't read the comic, but
I
I'm
still
looking
gotta-
forward to seeing it. Now that it's gonna come out on fucking video, it's like I don't gotta fucking read it now.
No,
you
it's
should
a
read it.
short, good one. Though.
Yeah, it's a good graphic
It's literally a
You know what?
20-minute read.
I'm gonna look. I gotta find it. It's packed away, but I'm gonna because I remember on the previous podcast we brought it up, and I was gonna let you borrow it, but
Yeah.
I gotta find
good
it.
one.
It's really good.
So my thing is,
Probably
a
one
lot
of
of
those boxes
people,
with the Batman symbol on
a
it.
lot of people are all like, "Oh, you know,
the
this is the
boxes.
first rated R cartoon." No, this is not the first rated R fucking cartoon. Maybe for DC, but not like released.
They had all those awesome Wolverine verses.
I watched a lot of anime.
those
that
rated
was
R?
It was not rated R though. I'm pretty sure that I haven't.
but I mean, we
I'm
had
pretty sure
South
that
Park.
Were they unrated or they're just
No,
PG?
there
Because he
was-
was slashing through some blood and shit.
Well, I don't remember seeing that much blood though.
It was. I think it was.
Go back and watch them again. Yeah, there's a lot of like animated movies that I remember people getting killed in. There's very little blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. 'Cause
Unlike-
I remember Deadpool was like holding up chunks of his arm trying to like put them together. I was like, okay.
I remember watching the one for Thor and then
It was
Hulk.
Thor, Hulk, yeah.
Oh, when Hulk tried to take
yeah,
down Asgard.
yeah. There was a Wolverine versus and there was a Wolverine Hulk one.
Oh,
that
there was
really
a Hulk
good.
versus, wasn't there?
Hulk versus
No,
Wolverine.
Both of
sort
them were. If you look at Wolverine,
It was like the same company. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like it's Wolverine versus, and it was two movies in one. It was Wolverine
Oh,
versus
okay.
Hulk, Wolverine versus Thor, in the same like movie.
Hulk for yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So yeah, this is not the first domestic rated R cartoon. Maybe for DC, this might be the first rated R one.
this
but
is going to be
not-
huge.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of adult themes, kind of like when I remember when
you read
Return
the
of the
comic?
Joker. Yeah, I read the.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
of
read
course,
the
I
comic.
read that. It was like when Return of the Joker, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker.
Yes.
Everyone was talking about that because that was PG-13.
Well, my favorite thing about this is like you. First of all, I respect Batgirl. I think she is a great superhero in a lot of ways, but you do have to tell like what she's overcome. And I'm glad that DC isn't pussying out and saying, "Oh, well, this never happened to Batgirl," even though they've mentioned it in all these kinds of.
This is how she becomes Oracle.
Exactly.
And they
you
hinted
can't
that
take
at-
this out.
In Arrow, they mentioned that shit too because like
yeah,
when
yeah, we
Felicity got
talked
shot,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you know, the
I was gonna
Oracle
call
was
you
taken.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna call you Oracle, but that's already taken.
It's actually an important thing. Yeah. Now, yes, we don't like to see obviously any violence against women, but it's the fucking Joker.
Yeah,
He
well,
killed a Robin. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
and
He's done
we
evil
don't
shit.
we don't like to see it, but it's the reality.
Yeah, and she didn't die. She overcame it and became a badass hero.
Yeah.
How is that not the greatest thing ever? You know what I mean?
Another thing, I'm excited because Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill
Yes.
are
Yes.
back for this,
Yes.
and I can't fucking wait. And it's almost panel for panel,
Yeah.
in the fucking movie. So it's gonna be great. You know this is gonna do well. Everyone keeps a buzz about it. It's gonna be
can't
great.
wait.
I can't wait.
I might buy 2 copies.
There you go.
Yeah, one
Ooh.
to
One to watch,
skeet on.
Yeah, one to skeet on, and one to save for the future generations and shit. When the world ends and shit. No.
There was another.
Well, then,
What,
since we're
Go ahead. What you get? What you got?
so, want to talk about W. Kamau Bell
Oh yeah.
There you go.
since he was on the podcast and since we love him anyway.
Yeah,
we do.
Dude, that
Wait.
shit was trending like a motherfucker.
Yes, and we actually tweeted to him too. I think more than one of us tweeted to him.
Dude, that
Yeah.
like that shit caught wildfire.
Did we?
Like, it was going-
We reposted our interview. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
I didn't see it.
If you guys haven't heard it, go back and listen because the episode that was on Sunday, he actually gave us like behind the scenes shit about
Yeah,
that
he
episode.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and it's something that was,
So we got exclusive shit.
yeah, it's very exclusive. Check it out. I forget what episode it's on.
Yeah.
It's like
42.
40
And he
Episode
was
42.
Even I was watching and seeing what he was tweeting out, and we were retweeting what he was saying. A lot of stuff. He was really, really emotional by the end scene. Like I didn't get a chance to see it because obviously I was driving, fucking through the middle of nowhere. But like I was checking my Twitter feed and everything. I was like, oh shit, it's trending right now, and everything. And it was up there, and I was getting people's reactions, and they were just like, holy shit. And like they were just completely mind blown, and I think it's a really good thing for him to open up people's eyes because a lot of people, depending on where you're living, especially in the Bay Area and even in other areas of the country where you're not completely living in a world where racism is like at a forefront thing in your face. Where living here, you're surrounded by such a wide diversity of people and cultures. where you're living in where I really wish I got to see the episode. I don't know where he's at. If he's in like Tennessee or something. Kentucky, yeah. But like that shit goes on, and that's a real aspect of life. And most people are like, oh no, that shit doesn't happen. It doesn't just happen in Tennessee. It happens in other aspects of different states.
Before we go any further, exactly what show are we talking about? We haven't really named it.
W. Kamau Bell, United Shades of America is what it's called. And you know what's funny? So, like, y'all know, I joined the Marine Corps like way back in the day when I was like a kid. And some of my first friends in the Marine Corps were like friends that they never met. Well, they knew black people, but they didn't like black people. And so I was like, they were like, holy shit, I didn't know that black people were like intelligent or, like I like they always had a negative
they think
connotation.
it's a caricature.
I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like for me, it's weird for me because I grew up in California. I'm like, I know about every single ethnicity pretty much known to man.
Yeah.
And they're all here.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but I think when you're not used to people that don't look like you, then you're really insulated. And if you have some parent asshole that pushes down their bullshit
racism,
racism, then that's what you're just like, okay, I don't see anybody black that doesn't. They're not saying anything against what my parents are saying. Then that's truth. Yeah. But it's not truth. And that's what you're mainly seeing in the latest episode of United Shades of America is that these white people that don't see any good or decent black people, or even black people in general, they think that we're all like fucking monkeys and we're lazy and we should go back to Africa. But it's like, look, bitch, if you wanted us in Africa, you should have left us there.
Yeah.
How about that?
Can I say really quickly, though, you're absolutely right watching the whole episode. The only thing that really struck me, it wasn't so much the Klan's racism, because I expected that.
Yeah.
But even though they're in a small town that is super insulated and country and backwards as fuck, you still had a whole group of white people who weren't used to black people who hugged Kamau Bell.
Yes.
Embraced him.
Well,
talked to him.
He's a hugging motherfucker.
He
though.
is. But I love that about him. He's very genuine and he's likable. And you had people who said, these people who are racist and fucked up don't speak for me. They were white people who lived in a small butt-fuck-ass town.
You know what gets me is that, so W. Kamau Bell, I love this dude. I love a lot of shit that he says. Not everything, all right? But he's very aware of like who he is. He's fucking big. Yeah. All right?
Yeah,
so you guys don't even know. He's tall as fuck. So when he like hugs people, it's like he's diffusing the situation before it even starts. So it's like, hey, do you need a hug? Because he's tall as fuck. He's really intimidating. Like it's like
a big teddy bear.
Yeah, not to me. He's not. I don't give a fuck how tall you are. You're not intimidating me. I can still check you out. So, but for a lot of people, I can see that. Like, people get like emasculated and shit when somebody's taller than them.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you need a hug, and I love that he does that.
Yep.
It's just he diffuses that bullshit right then and there.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm not, aggressive. I'm friendly.
Not an angry black man.
Yeah, he gets through with that shit right away on the very first meeting with somebody.
That 87% though.
The episode we had Kamau Bell on was episode 43. Yeah. So if you check it out.
Was it 43?
Yeah, it's 43.
Fucking old ninja.
I fucked it up.
Hey, make sure.
To piggyback on what Cronus said, I've actually, did a little bit of traveling through the country, and it was interesting meeting white people who have never seen a black person in person. Their only knowledge of black people was through TV. And that was dumb. That was dumbing to me because I'm like, you're watching Cops and you're watching all these shows that only show like a microcosm of what black African Americans are.
Sometimes stereotypes.
I want to jump in.
Actually, mostly stereotypes. So it was like weird because they had all these questions and stuff, and I'm like, I live like across the state line. And I'm doing the same thing you're doing, so I don't see a difference. But obviously, you do.
I don't want to jump in and just like completely sound like we're bashing on white people because obviously I think
white folks.
Oh,
this guy
motherfucker.
Was old ninjas.
Does not speak for the podcast.
A lot of it does have to do with regional, and like how Chrono said, it depends on where you're brought up and who you're brought up around and everything. If you're Latino American or a Jewish person that's brought up in the South, and you're just not around different races or different ethnic groups, and you might, all right, I'm not around Mexican people, but from what everyone else says, like Mexicans are lazy or whatever, which is not true, but it's just what you just hear because you haven't been around those people. It's just something. It's sort of like a folklore. sort of thing. It's like, oh, these people are this, these people are that, and I think obviously I think of it as a privilege that we're in the Bay Area.
Hashtag black privilege.
Hashtag 87%.
I just think it's such a good thing to be around people of different like cultures and backgrounds, where it definitely helps you not like get a concrete opinion of other races, other religions, other sexual orientations, and especially with sexual orientations with what's going on in other places like North Carolina and stuff, where we're just an open-minded sort of people. And even if I'm not around like I remember growing up in the Bay Area, I didn't really have that many gay friends by the time I left the Bay Area in like 94.
Yeah.
And I left the Bay Area in 94. I went to New Jersey. I was in like
fucking cis scum.
I went.
You was like, you don't even know what that means.
No.
That's hilarious.
So
anyway, keep going.
Yeah.
I'll go back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
But then I go to like upper state New Jersey, right out of the shadow of New York City, where it's just like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type area and shit. And like, I'm sitting in a homeroom and I'm the only black person there.
Yep.
And like, and it's the most awkward thing ever. And like, you're just sitting there and you realize they're like, oh yeah, I'm here. I'm the first one in class. I'm just white person. And I saw an Asian chick, and I was like, okay. And then it's just, I'm like, all right, this is kind of weird. It's like, how am I supposed to interact with people? Are things going to get awkward? Things are going to get weird? And people sort of treat you differently, but it's not. It's sort of because they don't know. And I don't want to like throw them in the same bucket of people that are throwing out burning crosses in Kentucky and in Tennessee and shit. But I think a lot of it has to do with they just don't know, and it's just a lot of this shit is just fed through their head based on their parents.
All right.
And they just
Either they don't know, or they don't care what's going on.
I don't want to say they don't care. If you're a young person, you're living in a forest type community or just some country environment, who else are you supposed to go to for information?
Yeah.
It's just your parents, and they're just force feeding you all this dumb shit like, oh, black people lazy,
especially if their parents have little to no contact.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we don't want to make it seem like it's just white people.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, because Latino Americans get the same thing, Native Americans, Indians.
Well, and obviously we all know that Old Ninja hates Antarcticans. So, you know what I mean?
Wait, Antarctic snow down?
Oh, okay. All right. No, obviously we love everybody. You know, slide in them DMs. But
well, let's talk about them vampires.
Ooh, so holy fuck.
So she actually, that was weird for me when I saw the picture.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Go ahead,
set it up.
We talking about Little Kim. Little
Kim have been going through a bunch of plastic surgery procedures, and her latest one has made her look like a
Asian vampire. Yeah. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. When I first saw the picture, I was like,
"That's not her.
Who is that?"
I didn't know it was her. Like I was just scrolling through. I was scrolling through my Facebook, and it popped up in my feed, and I was like, "Oh
I thought
wow,
it was a white chick actually."
Yeah, I was like, "There's some white chick. She posted up some glamour pictures on her Instagram. Okay, keep on scrolling." It wasn't until
like,
later on that day.
Probably Kardashian.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
shit.
Another K drop by someone other than me.
But yeah, so she recently had work done to make her look like a white woman, I would say, or Asian woman.
So. She bleached her skin.
She bleached her skin,
so it's all bad.
And she blonde hair, straight.
Can we just say it? I don't know why we dance through. She looks awful. Like literally.
Hold
awful.
on. So right now she doesn't look that bad.
Right now?
Right now she doesn't look that bad.
Oh, she looks terrible to me.
Compared to what she used to look like.
Hold on, maybe we're comparing different pictures.
I've seen her do some shit, and like I remember we were talking about Lisa Turtle.
Yeah, that's what she looks like.
No.
She's worse.
So wait,
no.
So before this recent Instagram photo that she posted, she had plastic surgery done to her, and it came out awful. She had a botched job, and she went back and got it corrected. So that's what this whole Instagram shit's all about, is her correcting her.
I'm gonna speak for myself, ladies. Love your body. Don't plastic surgery doesn't like really do it for me.
If you're a burn victim, go ahead. But I mean, like, you don't have to have like 50, 11
You don't
surgeries.
need to do all
You're
faceless.
thinking this?
That looks awful.
That's
as
not what
fuck.
she looks like right now.
No, she had blonde hair.
There are other ones.
Yeah. Hold on.
There are other ones.
That does
but that looks terrible.
Wait, go to our Facebook
That does
page.
nothing.
Yeah.
for
There's
me.
an actual video of her, which I posted to our Facebook page.
Yeah, so to me, she looks absolutely terrible.
That shit does nothing for me.
Yeah,
Compared to what she used to look like.
so she looked. I'm not saying she was the hottest woman on the planet in the '90s, but
So compared to what you saw, that is much better.
that does not look good to me.
No, but it's better than the
Is
last
that
picture
her?
that I showed
The
you.
one with the
Yes,
brunette?
that is her, but she looks much better. Like they fixed the fundamental problems with her face before.
I still see a whole lot.
But don't get me wrong. I mean, she's still like it's not
Yeah.
her.
I can't date a chameleon. I can't. I can't date a chameleon.
She's only 41.
Well, but based on
shit.
Hold on. If I'd have told you that if I'd have said it wasn't Little Kim, if I just showed you a picture of that woman, what would you say?
I would
Look
say
at it
I
again
would-
because you're hesitating. That's why I'm asking.
I would say she was hot because that was my first impression.
If I'm just going on a date with her, I don't have an issue.
no.
Like, if I'm in a relationship and she went from
But if you don't even know,
that's going on a date, that's fine.
Yeah.
And getting in a relationship, once I found out that backstory,
well, but if
I got some questions.
what if there's no backstory? Though? What
That's
just
a
the way she
backstory.
looks. Yeah.
That's a goddamn. That's a long ass backstory.
Oh, man, if you had to see his
Oh man, she looks like a
she looks like a white girl who posts her pictures normally on
like
Instagram.
a young white girl. It's like it's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
If there's no backstory to that, that's fine.
No, that's
a
no,
massive backstory.
But no,
But they fixed the problem though.
No,
I'm not
that's
seeing
like
the
saying
fix.
like, oh, I'm Michael.
not seeing that.
I'm Michael Jackson. Just look at me now, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're like, wait a minute, but I've seen these videos on MTV, and was that you? Yeah, that's me. But don't worry about that.
Well, no, but
we
you
got
wouldn't know.
we
She
need
looks-
to talk.
She looks way too different.
so
now.
look,
Yeah,
so
that's a problem for me.
right
I'm
now,
not doing it.
I have a picture up on my laptop. This is an image of Kim, of Lil Kim back
This
in
is
2015.
it. Yeah,
I've seen her back in the
Let
day.
me compare pictures for you.
Lil Kim does nothing
is-
for
oh,
me.
her
Her
older
older
bad
picture,
one.
yeah,
That looks bad. That looks bad too.
So
No, that looks
as
way
compared to
worse.
as
That
what
looks-
what Cronus is saying compared to her first
Look at that
work,
shit. There's-
they corrected.
They corrected this
I
shit.
can see that.
Okay,
They
hold on.
really did fix
But
it.
compared to
No,
what she
no.
originally looked like, no. I'm sorry.
This is way puffier, and I agree that this is an awful picture. I'm not saying that this is a good picture, though.
Well, no, but if you did not know that was Little Kim, you'd have been like, okay, this you'd have no problem with the
she
picture.
still
I
looks
went on
like-
a blind date with girl in the bottom left.
She
I would
looks
have
like-
no issue with that.
light skin.
That's what I'm saying.
If all
And
of a
I'm
sudden,
not.
if
I'm
all of a
disagreeing.
sudden, like one of my homeboys is like, "Oh, you dating Little Kim?" I'm like, "Who's Little Kim?"
That's what I'm saying.
And then
If
all
you
of a sudden,
didn't know.
I find out that that's that.
Exactly.
She's
That's
still,
all I was saying.
Wait.
I have
still looks like
questions.
she's had a
Yeah.
lot of work
I'm not-
done.
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
She looks like a woman with a lot of work done.
We need to keep it real.
Wait, shut the fuck up. Let me say my statement.
God dang.
So Stitch,
Plug Batman.
no, I'm not plug Batman at all. So we all know Lil Kim's a freak. So if you were dating Lil Kim now in her new pictures, and she was still a freak, and your friends were like, "Oh, hey, you're dating Lil Kim," you're gonna be like, "Oh no, I'm gonna kick this bitch out of the bed." You know, you're gonna keep on fucking her because she a freak in the bed. Because I would.
Oh
She a
man.
freak in the bed.
Blue breaks it down.
Yeah, he gobble that cum like a professional.
Oh.
So go to the hospital. get
gurgle it
stomach
all
flu.
out.
So
Blue is speaking on behalf of himself.
Anyway,
himself only.
you guys know me. I'm not a huge fan of makeup. I'm not a huge fan of plastic surgery. However, they really did fix what the fuck is wrong with her face.
They
In my
corrected-
opinion,
I'll get
Yeah.
that, but
they really did.
I still disagree.
look at
there are still a lot of
I don't even
problems.
understand how you can
Look at
disagree
her
with that.
neck compared
With
to
those
the
two
rest of her
pictures.
face.
What I'm saying is,
I think you-
this on the left is still a huge problem with a woman who's had way too many
If
plastic
you-
surgeries.
I think you
No.
set up the question wrong by letting us know it was Little Kim. If
That's
you
what
had
I'm
if you had
saying.
set it up and be like, "What do you think of
Not
this
for
chick?"
me.
I'm like, "She's alright. I would
wo-
date her."
This woman has had a lot of plastic surgery.
No,
I'm still not agreeing with
I can't
you.
even look. I'm gonna give. I can. The girl on the left, I can say, okay, she's wearing a lot of makeup, but
Yeah.
I could not tell you in that one picture on those the collage pictures.
I would not know
that
she's
she
Little
had
Kim.
work done.
I would not know.
Still looks that way to me.
I would just think she's some Instagram chick that would just.
So wait,
Painted on makeup.
Play the video.
Yeah.
Play the video.
I don't want to see no
no,
goddamn
no
video of this.
You know,
Fuck your video.
it's her video.
Yeah.
She has a video. Where
I think.
it's
I think
like
if I
10
was
seconds.
if I went on a date with her and I'm eating my nice little fucking.
I'm gonna take a
Yo,
screenshot.
Sizzler?
If I'm, why you ruining my punchline? Why you ruining my punchline?
I know you're gonna fucking say it.
If I'm on a blind date at
wait.
Sizzler with said chick,
I mean,
And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh yeah, my name's I used to do some music.
I mean, like,
Little
seriously.
Kim." I would sit there and I'd be like, chill. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back, and I need to do some Google search and everything. And I wouldn't blow up the scene on that date because I'm not gonna be superficial and be like, what the fuck you do this day. But if it got to a relationship aspect of it, I need some sort of I'd be like,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She has body dysmorphia for real because
I didn't even see what the body looked like.
no. Body dysmorphia has more to do with just the body. It's like her face too. It's a not
Disorder?
a disease. It's a disorder. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Which a lot of people who do
before,
plastic surgery don't have
before
that.
she looked fine. She looked great before.
She looked like a, she looked like a
But,
sister.
but she went too far. But I think they fixed when she went too far. I think
Yeah,
they went back and like fixed it because like before, like her cheekbones are way
It
too high.
looks-
Her chin was all fucked up. Her
Well, she
eyes
had,
were all
she,
fucked
had,
up.
she had a botched plastic surgery.
For lack
So
of a
bad.
better term, for no one can see, it looks like she's currently had a stroke.
Yeah.
Her face is sloppy on one.
Well, no,
not-
she
that's
was-
why
hold on.
her face looks numb on one side. And,
No,
and
on
it's
both
not. It's
sides.
not funny. I'm not
On
trying
both
to make
sides.
it. I'm not trying to make a joke.
I will tell you a joke actually, but it's true. She went full Thundercat.
She went
They
China.
fixed Thundercat.
Well,
So, but now she looks a lot better than what she used
the
to.
other huge issue is she's completely taken her skin tone from what it was
That is a problem.
originally.
Yeah, because she was dark before.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, she was a brown
Black
girl.
Girl Magic.
Yeah, she was brown girl,
If she-
and she's completely taken
If
her
she
skin.
does have kids, I expect you have the same
No.
take that you have with Michael Jackson.
Oh, hell the fuck yeah.
Holding kids over balconies and shit.
Yeah. Plastic
name
surgery
of
doesn't
blankets.
change your genes.
Hey, we have a live
Little
question.
Kim had, or Little
Oh,
Kim
we do have
and
a question.
Biggie
Yeah.
had a kid together.
So hold
She had an
on.
abortion.
We have a question this week. It's hashtag #AskBeTheMTI, which is us.
Oh, we have a live one too.
All right.
Go ahead.
And it
Well,
was
he's
we have a
reading.
live.
Yeah, we have one from Earth Girls Are Easy.
Well, read it.
Well, that wasn't fucking live.
I know. No, they just tweeted it as 12 minutes ago.
Oh, 12. Okay. Well, we have another one from Mishka Black from BeTheMTI.
It's like, how's that couch? I'm sorry. Let's go.
No woman is gonna kick me out of the bed.
Oh.
Damn.
And you don't got
Read the goddamn questions.
It's my fucking bed.
Read the question.
If you want to fight, we can fight, but I'll choke you the fuck out.
Oh, damn,
I'm
this
just
violence.
kidding, but I will choke you out. Though.
I'm just kidding, but I will choke you out. That's some bullshit.
So it was from Mishka Black, and she was asking, how do we classify a nerd? And a nerd for me, the number one thing that I classify as a nerd is intelligence. It's not fucking glasses. So all you stupid ass chicks that come on the goddamn fucking Instagram, goddamn Twitters and shit.
Because we see you.
I'm so
We see
nerdy.
ya.
You're putting on some bullshit glasses that are clear and shit, not even fucking prescription. You're not a
Yep.
fucking nerd. You're just
Adding
wearing fucking
tape.
glasses.
For me, I'm
Yeah.
going to have to say someone who's able to go in depth on something that typically isn't like mainstream quote unquote
Yeah,
knowledge.
exactly.
That makes somebody nerdy, whether it is
On almost
movies,
any subject.
Yeah, movies or car parts or whatever the fuck it is, going really in depth and into the minutia.
Yeah. Something that you are passionate about that is not extremely popular by mainstream people or where
What about Nazis?
Oh, what the fuck?
That's
No,
unpopular.
that doesn't work.
I'm not going to step in that trap. I almost put my foot in it. Oh, I was so close. I was like, nope, don't step in it. I think if you're passionate about something that a lot of people in your age range or genre aren't really feeling, but you are really passionate about, you're a nerd. Embrace that shit, though.
Yep.
Yeah, embrace it.
What you guys got?
Like, hold on. So there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. If you're a young person that's listening to this podcast, why? It's fucking explicit, bitches. Anyway, but if you are young and we like pass by the filter, you just put in whatever age. If you're getting shit on, if you're getting shit on right now as a nerd, don't fucking worry. All those stupid ass bitches that are young and don't know what the fuck is going on, they're going for all those jocks. When you get older, if you're a real nerd, you're gonna have fucking money.
They're going to be serving you up at Taco Bell, at Jack in the Box.
And it's gonna be
damn.
the sweetest thing you've ever
Yeah.
fucking seen.
Exactly.
And you know what? Because you're a nerd, you ain't gonna say shit.
Exactly.
You're just gonna smile at them. They're gonna take your order. You're just gonna fucking leave, and they're gonna feel like shit afterwards. You're gonna feel fucking great.
It's like that Rob Lowe commercial where he's like, "Oh, I was high school quarterback. Now I'm leading my team at Jack in the Box."
Because I felt the same way when I was in high school. I was like, I ain't getting no pussy. What the fuck?
Just
Play
like
the
Jackie
long
Chan.
game.
All right, so since you guys basically said what I was about to say, but no. So the thing about being a nerd is back in the day, back when we were young, like nerd was considered an insult. Like hey, you're a nerd. Like, why are you reading books and blah blah blah? And it's just basically somebody who takes their knowledge or they take their education important and they want to learn and brighten their horizons and shit like that. And yeah, you have the jocks that are in high school. They're like, oh, we're picking on nerds, throw them in a fucking trash can and shit like that. But they burn out in high school. Nerds are just still that fucking flower inside of that fucking petal, just waiting to blossom. It isn't until you become like an adult where you get to like learn about yourself and grow, and you start earning money, building new shit.
Fucking
like
bitches. Sorry.
God damn.
Fine, bitches. But no, like you take the world and you make it better. Like jocks and shit like that, they don't fucking make the world better. They make the world fucking worse. Being a nerd, you make the world better. Like we have fucking VR, we have fucking computers, we got fucking cell phones, we got fucking laptops, we got fucking cool ass electric cars and like that. There ain't no jocks making that shit. It's fucking nerds. Nerds are fucking changing the world and they're making the world a better place. So if you're a nerd, keep it up.
There you go. Old Ninja, you got anything to speak on?
Basically, if we're able to hold like a 10-minute conversation with me, then you're a nerd.
There you go. All right, what was the other question?
So the other question.
That's why you don't get no ass.
Oh, this motherfucker. Damn.
Trying to find a nerdy chick. It's hard. That's a hard thing to find.
No, you know what? They are out there, though. They do exist.
They are out there, but it's hard. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
So
I married one.
This question is from Earth Girls again. Their question is, what's the craziest social media war/debate you've ever been in?
Oh, for hands down, it was me going at Stitch and a lot of other people about archery being weird. That was a
started from us because that started from me and you because I was telling you about fucking Arrow, and then you went off and
that went on
fucking
for like
Ed.
4 days.
Yeah, and then Ed. Yeah,
This
that
is
was
conflicted because I think he sat out the original.
no, he's not in it.
In the original thing.
Oh, he did. He did jump in. He did jump in.
I don't think he chose a side in the original debate.
No, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He brought up like historical shit.
He loved
Okay.
He brought up history.
He's been
and shit.
interested in archery for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, but it first started with me, then Ed jumped in, then Cronus, and then like
That was
what was funny
There was
is nobody-
200 comment.
Yeah.
yes.
Nobody else knew that it started with Arrow.
Yeah, it did.
Because that wasn't in the comments.
We had a squad of people changing profile pictures just to team bow and arrow.
I changed to fucking Arrow.
And then I bought a bow.
Yeah, it was hella funny. I'd have to say for me it was the hashtag White Girls of the Future. When I dropped that one.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, because that's
dropped
a
off that shit.
I get into this whole thing about the Confederate flag when I was living in the South and everything, and I'm just like, and at one point I'm like, you know what, I can't make people fucking not be ignorant, so
No.
it's whatever. I just throw my hands up and like, live in your world of ignorance. It's whatever, but internet discussions are whatever. You can't really. Going into it, it's like, what do I expect to accomplish by even getting into this debate?
Well, you can enlighten somebody, which if they had an open mind, you could.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's far and few between on Facebook.
Yeah.
What's yours?
But so I'll come with the recent one. I got into an argument with a vegan
Oh, fuck.
someone else's shit because somebody posted a video of a bunch of cows getting slaughtered. And so basically the cows got put in the machine, the machine turned them over, and then somebody slit the cow's throat.
Oh, yeah.
It's brutal to watch, but then people were like, oh, this is why I'm a vegan. And people were like, oh, I'm going to eat less red meat, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Love me a hamburger.
That's how people make
About to get me one
that's
later.
how we feed people.
Yep.
Man.
And then somebody said, oh, this is why I only choose to eat grass-fed beef. I was like, you dumb fuck. How the fuck do you think those cows are getting killed in the end?
What's that got to do with
They're in a field of grass, and then where do you think they're going?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fairies don't fucking take their soul and they die or some shit.
like they shed out a burger?
Yeah, that's not how it happens. Like, and people that are, like, vegetarians or vegans, I don't give a fuck what they say. You're still eating life. Like, and there's nothing that you can convince me to say that you're not eating life. That fucking plant was growing for something. It was reaching out for the light and feeding itself through the nutrients in the fucking ground. And it's alive. Just because plants don't scream doesn't mean that you're morally sound. So you can eat a dick on that shit. Now, I can't stand people try to morally fucking get into an argument with me about that. I'm like, look, I would much rather me kill my own meat, but if somebody's going to kill like an animal for me, I'd rather it be in the quickest way possible. And the quickest way possible is through massive blood loss. Like, even if you shoot a cow in the head, it doesn't matter because the brain matter is left. It has to be through massive blood loss, and those are facts. And your morality has nothing to do with fucking facts.
that shit got dark.
Your opinions. Your opinions.
It was
Eat
funny
steaks.
because this vegan was. I heard about this vegan who went to get a beer, and the beer was made with honey, and then she was like, "I don't drink this beer because it was made by bees, and bees need the honey more than we do."
No,
I'm
they
like,
don't.
No, they don't.
No,
They don't even
bees-
use fucking honey.
Yeah.
Bees fucking throw up honey.
Don't let me meet this person because I will judge them.
That's so fucking dumb.
Don't let me judge your friends like that.
It was funny because the guy serving the beer to her is like, "Do you want something else?"
I can't be around those people. Those are those
Yeah,
Earth
dude.
are flat people.
Yeah, I was
I
just like,
can't-
"Are
can't
you
do
sure?"
it.
I'm like, "What do you think bees use honey
Can't
for?"
do it.
You know they steal from fucking plants. You know
Can't,
this, right?
can't do it.
You don't.
Oh my
Blue,
god.
did you get yours?
No, so I would say
I thought you did.
no. I didn't.
No,
I
he
didn't.
didn't.
Say, I sitting here quiet. I would say my one social media debate is with when is it appropriate for a guy to hit a girl?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, when she's 200 pounds and you're drunk and you got a baseball
You got a
bat.
baseball. No, but like, yeah, if a girl attacks me and she's like threatening my life, then yeah, I can understand fucking hitting her and shit like
That's
that.
true equality, by the way.
Yeah, that's equality. Yeah, right. But
Stitch does not Stitch is not a part of this.
We're not doing the debate. We're not doing the debate. We're just giving
Cronus
it
does.
back.
If somebody's attacking you, defend yourself.
yeah, you defend yourself. So if a girl was attacking you right now, you wouldn't fucking fight her off. You just take the punches and shit.
It's a different week, different
Yeah. He's abstaining.
standing. Stitch is. We'll discuss.
All
this
I
on a
hear is
different date.
that's a hint of SJW in your voice right now.
But it's a okay. So you work for.
I just told you. Don't you?
So anyway, so if I was inside of a bank and a female group came in there and started robbing the place, I would try to like stop them and choke them out. Would you do that too?
Well, I have the skills to. You do. Come on, man.
He said he's going to try. He said try. He said try.
I didn't say I was going
Yes,
to.
yes. I mean, that's equality to me. Like, look, if somebody's doing something wrong, the gender doesn't matter to me. To be honest with you, like if somebody kicking somebody's ass, you got to stop them.
Yeah,
Or
but
if
I'm
somebody's doing
not.
something wrong. You got to stop them.
So for me, I'm not saying like I'm just gonna go walk up to any random girls and just fucking start punching them and shit like that. But if my life was threatened, if my child life was threatened, I would protect my gene, my what's it called? I guess
Your offspring?
My offsprings. Like I would protect them if there was like a female that was like threatening my child. I would protect them, unless it was like something stupid like some high school fight or some shit like that. But
Okay.
yeah, but
This was an online discussion. Is that still correct?
yeah,
Okay. All right.
because I'm a pacifist.
There you go. All
But yeah,
right.
that's it for me.
Goddamn. Yeah.
To be continued.
Yeah. Are we gonna yeah? Why don't we do the round tables? Old Ninja, what you got?
I'm actually trying to finish Uncharted series, so I'm on part 2 towards the end.
Great trilogy.
Before part 4 comes out next month.
Cool.
Actually, a couple weeks, right? May 10th or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's soon. Very
Yeah,
soon.
so I'm
soon.
trying to beat 2. I'm like towards the end, and then I gotta start part 3, and then I'm Iron Banner started for Destiny, so I've been getting actually really
What's
good
that?
loot.
What is Destiny?
You ain't playing, so don't worry about it.
You mean Division?
No, not the
It's got
Division.
problems too, but
No, I haven't been playing the Division.
Fuck that game.
And then catching up on some shows. Arrow's on tonight. I'll be watching that. Legends of Tomorrow. I'll be watching that tomorrow. We didn't talk about that, but we'll probably go on after the cash. I'll
So
plug
check
later.
that out.
Yeah, I'll plug that later. That's pretty much it.
All right. Stitch, what you got?
I'm just happy to complete officially Operation Eureka. Moving back
Yes.
to California. Wife's here. Dog's here. Everything's good. I'm
Fuck
out
them
of-
cats, though.
hold on.
Fuck
so
the
did
cats.
your dog shit in your car at all?
No.
Oh, you're fucking lucky.
The dogs handled it extremely well. I don't want to hold up the podcast by talking about my fucking journey across fucking.
You were in a war rig.
Two-thirds.
That's all we need to know.
I was in a war rig, and the craziest thing about it was going from Palm Springs. Palm Springs was complete desert where my dogs didn't know what to piss on because they're so used to peeing on grass. And like 30 minutes later, I'm in fucking. I just kept calling it Mount Olympus, where Grapevine is at or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's slush and snow. Like I'm just ascending into the fucking cloud
Still lives
and
there.
everything. It's the craziest thing for people that like don't live in like high elevation places or places that don't have like
It's not really high elevation.
4,000 feet for a lot of people
What the fuck?
is high elevation. You go to like Louisiana where
Yeah,
like
let's say Louisiana, maybe.
Louisiana, Arkansas, all those
Texas.
the southeast
That's
or whatever.
That's a foothill.
Yeah, 200 feet is like high elevation. It's like, oh, I can't even breathe up here.
You go like 5,000 feet of like
Mission Peak.
Yeah,
It's like right there.
They have mountains there. They have like Rockies and shit. Like in Texas, it's just flat.
It's funny. I dated a girl from Chicago, and she was really fucking scared of going into elevations. Like she got fucking panic attack whenever we went up like a hill and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I think most places. I have to do my research for make a broad statement. I think most places don't have crazy elevation, except for like your Appalachian Trail, the Rocky Mountains, and like the Pacific Coast. I agree, but I mean we need Iowa and Nebraska for our corn and crops and all that crazy shit. But it was a crazy trip. Dogs handled it really well. Even the dumbass cats. I wish they had hopped out the car and
You
ran.
have cats too?
I don't have cats. I live with cats.
Oh,
Exactly.
That's a deal breaker for me.
But it was a crazy adventure. I will never make it again unless I eventually, when I do have children and I got to bring them to college, then maybe I can man up and be like, all right, you want to go to school in state X? I will make that trip. Hated the fucking trip, but it was crazy. I'm glad it's done. It's over with. And like I said before, I have so many people to thank. Oh, jeez.
God damn, this is an award show?
I'm whatever. I'm thankful. I'll thank Kronos as many times as I gotta thank Kronos. We're putting a roof over my motherfucking head, put hot water on my back in the shower.
I did that directly. It was in my hands and I was dropping on his back.
Exactly.
It was like, here you go.
I think the Lord Kronos and Lady K-Mac provide me with heat, shelter, the clothes on my back.
You're welcome. It's no problem.
Exactly. It was. And I appreciate that, and obviously Mr. X, and I'm gonna make a big long Facebook post after I get done with unpacking all that crazy shit. But as I said, so good to be in the Bay Area and everything. Happy to be back home, and let's just keep moving with the cast. It's so I love being a part of the cast, but I hated not being here physically.
Yeah,
and now that I can be here physically every fucking week, it's a blessing.
It's good to have
Thank
you.
God. Moving on, next person.
20 words or less, motherfucker. All right, Kronos, what you got recommendations this week? And stuff?
Recommendations. There's a new anime called Twin Exorcist,
Ooh, intrigued.
which you should probably check out. So
right.
yeah, it's on
How many eps?
It's on Crunchyroll. I think there's four out right now. And
What you got?
Naruto comes off filler
Yes.
on May 5th.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cinco de Mayo.
definitely if you're a Naruto fan, Crunchyroll announced it. They're coming off filler, and they're gonna go back to the Madara. What the fuck?
Sorry.
You ain't
Playing-
professional, goddammit.
Playing videos in
Anyway,
the background.
The Madara Uchiha story arc continues on May 5th, and tomorrow Silicon Valley VR. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to some more archery shit like that. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
we
Good
gotta
shit.
check that shit out.
All right, Blue, what you got?
So this Saturday is Blue's birthday, so it's gonna be all about the
His own music.
birthday sex.
It's fucking diva.
I know it's your birthday, so I'm
You gotta have that.
Why are you begging for birthday sex?
You gotta have the 2 Chainz song. I hate 2 Chainz,
yeah,
but 2 Chainz
2
song is way
Chainz.
better.
No, that
Yeah.
song's a lot better. It's
Nah,
all
it's all
about
about
that birthday sex.
take me to the booty club. If I die, bury me inside the booty club.
But I don't want that. I just want fucking good ass birthday sex.
I just see me and Blue need to divulge on our own little side podcast about rating strip clubs.
Oh, yeah.
But let's go
Y'all
back
didn't
to
fuck
that.
up last time.
All right, what else you got for this week?
Oh yeah, so
Recommendations,
Saturday is my birthday. So we're gonna get our Brazilians
want for my
waxes and shit
birthday.
going on. We're gonna get waxed.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But no, this song's about spending money.
No, it's about for my birthday.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
about-
a big booty hoe.
It's about spending your money on
On
your
it.
birthday.
I want for my birthday. The big booty hoe.
music.
That was great.
She got trapped.
We got extra ratchet.
Shit. God damn. But I do want a big booty hoe for my birthday.
Oh!
Now that you bring it up. But yeah, so yeah, Saturday is Blue's birthday. I'm gonna be turning a big fill in the blank.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be getting waxed on those days. like Cronus had said, Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday, we're going to be going to the Silicon Valley VR Expo down in San Jose Convention Center. So we'll be doing that. My anime recommendation, I would recommend watching Dimension X. Or Dimension W.
Yeah.
It's on Toonami right now. It's really fucking good. There's a crazy-ass backstory. And then you should also watch that fucking Mike Tyson Mystery, because that shit's goddamn fucking funny. So this weekend episode, they had fucking Snoop Dogg on there, who had his own cartoon called the Solving Mysterious Mysteries or something like that. Or Unsolvable Mysteries or some shit. It was so fucking funny. But yeah, you should definitely watch that shit. I also wanted to get a little bit into The Division, because fuck that game with a giant fucking purple.
We'll talk about it
back.
next time. Yeah.
No,
we didn't talk about gaming this week.
Let me just say that fuck that game, because I was playing the game and I decided to go out to dinner and I paused the game. A lot of games on the PS4, you can pause them. You can set up. You can put the console into sleep mode, come back, and continue playing the game. Not with this fucking game. It will kick you offline, and you have to log back in.
Hold on, Blue. If you're playing an online game,
why is it fucking online? It should be a fucking standalone goddamn game.
It's constantly an online game.
But I wasn't playing. No, I wasn't playing. I was not playing with nobody else. I was by my fucking self.
It doesn't matter.
Then that's why this game is shitty. It should not be fucking online. It should be a standalone fucking game.
It's going to be at the top of the list
Don't
next
fall
week.
for the trap.
It shouldn't be an online
I
game.
got to pee, so can we wrap this up?
Exactly. So other than that, we're gonna be hanging out, getting drinks after my birthday, hanging out, having fun. But yeah, that's it.
All right, real quick.
And fuck the Division.
Goddamn. Real quick, recommendation. I finally read Batman Hush, and I'm loving everything about that. Both Blue and those damn comic book guys recommended that, and I love it. Secondly, I owe a retraction and an apology. I actually am interested in X-Men Apocalypse Now because the trailer...
I haven't watched it yet.
Well, the reveal is already out there. Wolverine is in the movie. So that's it for me. I'm down.
But Wolverine...
No, well, prior to this, we thought he wasn't in it. And for me...
He's
I didn't
not
care.
going to make me watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm watching it. Wolverine's in it. That's it for me.
I'll watch it because Olivia Munn's in there.
Nah.
Olivia Moon. Remember that shit
Special
with,
shout out to our guest, Henry Kim.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Check
you
him
so
out.
much.
Thank you for coming out and
We're
supporting
thankful.
us.
And we're going to talk about that, letting us be part of one of the movies or something.
Yeah, right?
So go to Ben Had Productions. Check us out. Check our sister and
Earth Girls
side
Are
project.
Easy.
Yeah, and then our other side podcast as well.
Hold on, our other side podcasts are...
So it's the Better Than MJ and Kobe ? Cast, and that's only has one episode out.
Yeah, we need to get another one going on.
And then Cronus does with Jitscast, and this week I'm going to do... I'm going to Bill Burr this motherfucker. I'm going to talk by myself and see how that goes.
Oh, sure. And then what else we got? Watch after the cast and before the cast. We never plug those.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we never plug those. Probably
On
why
our
we
YouTube channel?
Yeah, on our YouTube channel, there's before the cast and after the cast. It's mainly Blue and another guest. We talk about stuff that we may have missed on the cast or things that we're going to talk about in anticipation.
I
of
knew the
cast.
microphone was coming.
There you go.
Yeah,
yeah.
exclusive shit and shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Good?
Thank
All
y'all.
right. We're out of here.
Eggplants are her future.
Check out our React videos.
Purple Rain.
Oh, I got to fucking rewind it. Goddamn, we took too goddamn long.
Oh.
See what y'all did?
Oh, shit.
Now we got to start again. We got to, like, fucking buy some time so it doesn't sound ridiculous. When
Well, that's
How much
fine.
does time cost? Because I don't got that much money.
Check
I
out
gotta spend on a
Cape,
strip club.
check out that Cape and Cowl comics over in Oakland because that's where we're going to do our live event on June 10th.
Yeah, and then we'll talk to Henry, and maybe we'll do some other cool shit, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tweet at us at @BThenBTI.
It'd be cool. You can make a cool.
Shout out to pre-recorded live.
And
Comic noobs, heroes,
something cast.
heroes
yeah.
and coffee,
Phoenix Shanklin.
Secret
yeah.
Bay.
Comic news be trolling on a motherfucker.
Fuck Howard.
My Twitter waifu. I see you.
Now we're on. All right, well, shut the fuck up.
Later.
Only a few decades ago, and through his God-given genius of science, man at last